Yes, people. Welcome back to GNA TV. And before we move forward, you know what time it is. Yeah, just before we start, I want to big up ads on that intro. That is, it's getting to me more and more. The more and more I listen to it, the more I'm just like grooving, doing my little. Yeah. Anyway, people don't want to see me dance, but welcome back to GNA TV, people. I hope you are all well. There's nearly 11, 12, 13 going up of yous all here already. Please smash that like button. Yeah, please smash it. Please subscribe if you're new to GNA TV. We're on our way to nearly 1.1k in subscribers. We are doing the giveaway. I know it feels like we're not doing a giveaway, but we are doing the giveaway. That will be over on the Instagram page. Wow. There we go already. First inning. So that'll be on our Instagram page. Yeah, go over to there tomorrow or Saturday, depends when Lambs gets it going. But yeah, guys, as you can see, Fata's sitting next to Lambs.
Hi.
Yeah,
it's a bit different setting, isn't it? But yeah, I'm just here to take over Lamb's house.
Taking over Lambs, taking over my house, taking over GNA stream, just taking over everything, yeah? Because the final is coming up. That's what we're here to talk about.
Amiros, thank you for being our first person to put a super chat on GNA TV. We've just literally managed to get monetized, people. GNA TV is now monetized, so you will now be able to put in your super chats. You've got any questions for us as the panelists, get your questions in. Yeah, nice. Honestly, thank you very much. Big up to you as well, Amiros. I know you messaged me earlier on today about coming on and making your debut on GNA. Today could be the day, bro. The link will be in the chat. Yeah, so you can come in and get involved. But before we do that, we're going to talk about the early team news. We're going to talk about the game. We're going to give you our thoughts, the match predictions. We're going to do a team squad builder as well. So we're going to go through the teams that we believe, the players that we believe that may be set out for the game as well. Yeah, let's get into it. Right, so let's have a look at some of these chats. We have got Big Gio in the house. Big up to Gio as well. Chris Welsh, big up to you, my bro. Big up to Jose CFC. Ian Zero as well. Big up to you, Ian, as well. And like I said, there's nearly 22 of you here. So, guys, Man City, Chelsea. Manchester City versus Chelsea in the UEFA Champions League final, Saturday, 8 p.m. Funny enough, us lot here, us three, will actually be together in a pub, drinking and watching that game. And if you're lucky, we might even bring a live stream to you guys, or maybe a recorded stream at some point throughout here as well. So, yeah, it's definitely a massive one. Kai's in the house as well. Big up to Kai. Lambs blinks twice if you are in danger. Big up to Kai as well. Slens, thank you for our second super chat on GNA TV. He says, big up GNA TV. All the best on your journey. Big up to you, my bro. Thank you very, very much for your donation there. Is Lambs now married to Fuzz?
What? So
I'd be really interested to know by which logic you reach that conclusion, but okay.
Here comes the bride. Da, da, da.
Yeah, literally. Do you know what I mean? But
Can I just confirm that I am perpetually single? Okay, me and Fatu are friends, as is Ads, as is all of you wonderful people.
Exactly, guys. Anyway, let's get into it. Yeah, this is what they're here for. They want to talk about the game. They talk about the Champions League final. Before we do that, again, big up to Sam Jovi, who's put in his donation as well. Congrats on your milestone. Sorry, I've been off the YouTube since the lockdown has been lifted. Won't watch for long, but congrats once again. Keep it up, guys. Thank you, Sam Jovi. Appreciate your donation over here.
Now he's going to go out and enjoy.
Thank you very much, people. Miros is on a mad one at the moment. Miros has put in another super chat. Love, mate. All the best with your channel. Glad to see you doing your thing. Honestly, Amiros, bro, thank you very, very much for that. We appreciate that massively here. And if you're around a bit later, in about half hour or so, 40 minutes, I'm going to put a link in the chat. come and have you say, bro. It'd be good to have you on here for once. I haven't heard you in a while, man. But anyway, Chelsea, Man City, Chelsea final. Guys, how are you feeling? Because for me, like, I'm mentally been like trying to keep myself busy. I've been going gym. I've been working. I've been trying to take my mind off the game itself.
Same.
Like,
Just before we got on the stream, Jam, I poured myself a drink in it, so I'm gonna let Fatal go first because I'm still nervous. I don't really know what to say.
I can't lie. If my position in there, I'm more of a calm person. Last couple of weeks, I've been doing some meditation lately. Do a lot of prayers. Do a lot of some self isolation, like like a Zen thing, like a Japanese. Yeah, we've been in this situation like 3 times. We're the one that should be, like go for it. Man City that are nervous because they're in the first Champions League final, and understandably, I understand that Guardiola got a good track record in the finals, though. But I feel that Tuchel this time around, after what happened last year, with Thiago Silva alongside him, both those two, one looking for some redemption.
Yeah. You know what? I think you make some really good points there. And the other thing as well, I feel with this game that the pressure is more on Man City than Chelsea, because I feel like it's took them so long to get to this point. Pep being brought in, winning the domestic title, but I think Man City, the one thing that Man City have always wanted is this Champions League, and getting to a final has been very hard for them to do. And now they've made they've made it to the final. I feel like the pressure's on them. I feel like Chelsea, in many ways, have overachieved in actually being in the final. I don't think anyone expected Chelsea to actually make it there as they are now. So I feel like, from that sort of situation, I feel like we can go there. I don't want us to lose. I do want us to win. And yes, I will be hurt if we lose this. Any final hurts. Doesn't matter what it is. But if Man City do not win this game, the impotence, the pressure, and everything that will go up against Pep, honestly, is mad. Lamb Tuesday, go for the door and ask for the help from the name. Kai, man, stop it.
Kai, the neighbours are about, the weather's good, so everyone's out in the garden. Trust me, we can hear them. I'm surprised you guys can't hear them.
I'm scared for Fata. Labs has got a drink in her hand. That's true. That's true. She's going to beat him up tonight. He's going to get a slapping.
Like, to be fair, according to Kai and Abdul, we're both in danger from one another, apparently. But literally, now to jump on exactly what you said, Jem, and to echo a bit of what Fatal said as well. Yes, the pressure is on City. The pressure is always going to be on City. This is the one trophy they've always wanted, the one trophy they've never been able to win under Pep. Yes, Pep has won it with Barcelona, but he's never been able to do it with City. And this is the first time, like you said, they managed to go over their quarter-final hurdle, right? So we were always the underdogs. Us even getting to this position was a bonus in the first place.
Oh, yeah, massively.
After seeing United's form in the back end of the season coming into Europa League final and the result of what happened then, and then looking at our form in the back end of, finishing up the season and going into a Champions League final, I can't lie, I'm worried. I'm really, really worried, because when you're sitting there thinking, okay, you're relying on certain players to turn up in these big games in their critical positions to do what they need to do and deliver. And I'm sorry, but I have no faith in that midfield if Jorginho is there. I have zero faith. And what got to me is I saw Chelsea on their Instagram page. They posted something. They posted like a little like a little Friends version, like a sketch.
Yeah.
Jorginho's just there sitting on the sofa, front and center, and Friends, Friends, like, I'll be there for you. Like, Friends, you're supposed to rely on them, You can't rely on Jorginho. So why is my man sitting there front row and center?
And do you know what? You've got a good point on that. And this is the weird thing, right? If this bunch of Chelsea players do win this Champions League, and I think it might have been Anita that mentioned it as well, how weird is it going to feel? Because these players, when you think about it, are not really loved by our fans. Not like the way Lampard was, John Terry was, Drogba was. These players are like, we're hating on some of them, or we're not hating, but we just like, we're like, he's crap, or he's not good enough, or what. Like, we would never have expected this bunch of players to go and lift the Champions League. Champions League. You know what I mean? If they do it as well, which is mad. It is absolutely mad. Big up to Ilias who's in the chat as well. People, let's get to 30 likes, please. Please smash the like button. There's nearly 30 of you here already. We appreciate the support as always in GNA TV. And yes, we are monetized, people. We will be doing that 1K show very, very soon. Thank you to Amiros for contributions, Lens, and others as well that have contributed to this.
Sam Jovi as well, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's the guy. I want you guys to win, but unfortunately, I think City will take it. And I think you've got a point there, Robbie Comps. Like that is a possibility. Jorginho is almost dead as Gem's trim. Cheers, bruv. Cheers. Cheers, Josh. I'll take that. Land with the Jorginho slander again from Mona. Congratulations with your channel.
Mona, I know you know I'm on Twitter now because you followed me and I followed you back. So yes. I'm ready. I'm here with the Jorginho slander and I'm ready to take it back.
Just quickly before we go, Wayne is in the house as well. Big up to Wayne. He's put in his chat as well. Says big up to Gem and Lambs and Fassa. You guys deserve happiness. I don't know why, but it won't let me bring it up. I'm clicking it. Yeah, I don't know why. Sorry, Wayne, but I have seen it, bro. And thank you for that massive. Oh, there it is. There we go. Thank you for that as well, mate. Big up to him.
We do deserve happiness. We do, because it's been a really up and down season. We've already lost one final already, so I think the pain that we're going to experience if we don't win this final. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is why I was really relishing laughing at Manchester United, because they were laughing at us when Leicester did what they did in the FA Cup final. So I felt no shame, but obviously I feel a little bit of shame just in case, because we have another final to play. So if we bottle both finals, boy, trust me, that is the day I regretted signing up to Twitter.
Massively. I agree with that as well. Make sure Fata don't steal any of your clothes. Guys, stop it, man. Stop these comments. Just try and stick to the game. Look, I want to talk about the thing.
I'll let you know if any my underwear is missing after a few days. I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
That's funny. That is funny. I give that. Look, I want to talk about the Kantés and the Mendys. It's been token today that they're actually fit and they will be travelling with the squad to Porto, which is great news for Chelsea. I think they will both start. The fact that they've been training little bits here gradually, I think since Wednesday, so they've been training. So, tells me that he's probably thinking that they'll be ready to, ready to kick on. So, I mean, that's a big thing for Chelsea. I think Kanté is going to be massive. I think Kanté and Mendy, for me, have got to be two of the most important players for Chelsea that in a game like this. Like, these are the games where you need two players, maybe three, with Thiago Silva. Them three players.
Did you see how fragile our midfield looked? Like, don't get me wrong, we were dominating possession, which we always dominate possession. Like, that's unless we're playing against a team like City or something. But even against City, we dominate possession against them. But it's the final third that concerns me as well. And you saw that midfield pivot of Jorginho and Kovacic, which we haven't seen for a really, really long time. We haven't seen since probably the start of Tuchel's reign, because Kanté was still injured at that point. So we haven't seen that partnership in a really long time, because since Kanté's come back in, obviously Kovacic has been out injured, just returned as well. Yeah. So I always knew that was going to be shaky. I thought it might be enough to get us past the Villa game. I was wrong. So it is absolutely essential to have Kanté in that midfield pivot. I think he's going to be there with Jorginho. As much as I don't want that to happen, I'd rather it be Kanté and Kovacic, but it will be Kanté and Jorginho. But as long as Kanté's there, that's the difference for me. Kanté has to be. And have you noticed in the back end, since Tuchel's been rotating in the back end of these Premier League games, have you noticed how every time we put Kepa in goal, we lose?
Yeah, sorry. Kai's just doing a madness in the chat right now. He's like saying that Lens.
Listen. Kai, Slens, Andrew. Listen, everyone's doing a madness in the chat, guys. It's cool. It's all good. It's all banter.
Blimey, big up to them. Yeah, let's get to 40 likes, please, people. The giveaway will be, like I said, at some point this weekend. There's nearly 35 of you here. Let's get to that 40 mark. And we'll be doing a 1K show at some point as well. We've got a busy weekend with the Chelsea Champions League, but after that, we'll probably look to do season reviews. We've still got some other little shows that we'll do before the Euros as well, which starts next week, Friday, starting with my team, Turkey, against Italy. So,
yeah, we're doing a watch along for that, guys. You don't want to miss it.
We really are. We've got so much lined up. We've been talking about it. Trust me, you guys are not going to be disappointed. I want to talk about certain individuals, especially the front three. It's been this season. Chelsea have not really. I'll say Tuchel as well. I mean, Tuchel's not really cemented a three players that can play. Like, it always seems to be rotated, whether it's Pulisic, whether it's Havertz, whether it's Werner, whether it's Mount, whether it's whoever it is. It seems that we're always rotating the front three. Now, that might be a part to play into why we're not getting any consistency out of the players. I think one of the things that we actually struggle with is I think there's a chemistry issue, because you're not forever playing your strongest three or what you think to be your strongest three. You're always forever changing it about. And that might be, I'm not saying that's why we're not scoring goals. I think the way Tuchel keeps moving it is because he's not getting consistency out of a three that he's currently using. But who would be your three? I mean, I'm going to give mine first. I'm going to say Havertz, Mount and Werner. That's mine. I'm going to go on to both you two.
That's mine as well, to be fair. Havertz, Mount and Werner. Mount is undroppable. I can't take away from what he does provide in terms of pace, like willingness to jump on the ball, attack the ball, like carry the ball forward. Yeah, his end product definitely needs some work, but in terms of everything else he provides as well. Havertz, can't deny this guy's ability. When he has been given minutes, he's not done too much wrong for me so far. Especially since Tuchel's come in, managed him back from his injury as well. I was really impressed by the start that he had against Real Madrid in the Champions League as well. Yes, he missed a lot of chances, but fair enough. That will come with game time experience. The guy doesn't get many starts, much minutes anyway. And in the short amount of time that he did, I thought he did amazingly. Kai has to be there for me. Pulisic, in my opinion, I'm tired. I'm just tired. It's not good enough. I'm almost leaning towards a similar energy with Jorginho, but I know Pulisic is much more talented, but he's injury prone and he takes way too many touches on the ball. He's not consistent enough. So for me, I'm starting to debate whether he's becoming a liability at this point. So Havertz, Werner, and Mount for me.
Well, we're going to get into... Go on, Fata. Go on, bro. Who you say?
One as well. No arguments there. I think Ziyech. I just think Ziyech too probably thin enough to be in the lineup though. Havertz, I would prefer Havertz as a false nine, and you could put Werner as an inside left, then Mount as a right.
Yeah, I hear that. Zabir, thank you very, very much for for putting that in for us, mate. Big up, Jem. Loving the channel. Looking forward for his channel to grow. For this channel to grow. On the game Saturday, I am nervous but confident that Chelsea can win. Is his answers to that? I hope so, bro. I really do. Thank you again for that. Massively, we appreciate it here. But
no sense if you come on Saturday.
What did he say?
I'll make you drunk, Slens, if you come on Saturday.
Fata looks like he's kidnapped, bro. Slens. Apparently, you might be coming Saturday as well, bro. Let us know, yeah? Can reach out to me. It'd be good to know because we're actually planning some places, bro.
Confirmation.
Good evening, Tala. Good evening to you, bro. Good evening.
You know what? That is definitely for Ads. He was hoping Ads would be here, innit?
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no Man United fans here at the moment, bro. But yeah, it is what it is. Werner, Mount, Kante, unexpected runners, energetic is what Abdul was saying there. Well, too many deal done yet, Jim. Any news on transfers? We will be delving into transfer news. Not yet, not today, but we will. Probably I might do it for over the weekend at some point as well. So stay tuned with that. Ilias says, I'm coming tomorrow. I don't know what he means. Does he mean he's coming? I don't know what he's talking about there. Is the link going to get... I can't speak today. I just realised it. Is the link going to get sent, bro? Yes, it will, bro. Bear with us. We're just going to go through who we think is going to start. Then we're going to give our predictions in terms of the score lines. I want you to come in, have your say, get involved. Yeah, have a chat. It will be open soon. Selen says he's going to DM us. Wicked. Where are we going? We're going out up London. I think we're going to shoot up to Arnos, a place called Arnos Arms, which is in Arnos Grove, North London, for a couple with drinks. 5 or 6 of us, potentially Anita, us lot here as well, and then Slens and Mr. Laddie Prime as well.
Who, by the way, it's his birthday today. It's
big up to Prime.
Yeah, happy birthday, Prime.
Happy birthday, Prime, if you're watching, bro.
Hopefully Chelsea get the W for you on Saturday.
If Werner plays, if Werner plays it has to be down the middle. Walker would neutralise his speed, and that's one thing that I think. Look, Pep could really.
Would he?
He's overcomplicated it the last 2 times, and I feel like he needs if he simplifies it. A Carl Walker, for example, who can match Werner on pace, which he didn't do in the past when we played against them. Let's be serious. Timo Werner's had a bit of fun against Man City. He seems to always be, because he's catching them on with his pace. They like playing a high line, and they just can't contain that once he breaks away. So for me, it's really going to be a what's going on, guys? Keep that in your heads. For me, it's really going to be an interesting. Oh, come, Jem. I'll bring the Coke. All right, Josh.
This is what's up, Jem. My God. Wow.
Guys, keep it civilized. There's nearly 40 of you here, though. That means we need 40 likes. Please, people, please smash that like button. Please get us to 40 likes. And that would be much appreciated. Right, guys, let's jump into this anyway, as we'll talk about this as we go along. So, in goal, is there going to be anyone else other than Mr. Tickle himself, Mendy?
There can't be.
Mr. Tickle. Mr. Tickle.
Mendy. There's no argument. If he's fit, has to play. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Jem, Fator. If you guys, when we're all together and we're seeing that starting lineup, and you see Kepa and Nets, is your heart not gonna break?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. If I'm with you guys watching it in a pub, and I know that Div's in goal. Oh my God!
Can you imagine?
I'm gonna order a double.
Foden, De Bruyne, Gundogan, they're having a field day in midfield. They're like, guys, top bins, top left, top right. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think there's any debate about it, is there really? It's got to be him. If it's not him, then I don't know who else really, to be honest. Guys, give us your thoughts on your starting 11. I'd like to know what you guys are doing. This is going to be our threes. What we believe. Should we do what we believe or what we want? What do you want to do here? Do you want to do what we want?
Both. Let's try and make it as realistic as possible. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Zach Ahmed is in the house. Zach, big up to you, man. It's nice seeing you. Where's Soph? Sophia is actually on annual leave next week, so she will be joining us all next week, and she'll be back in action. So, Zach, if you want to throw a little donation in a super chat while Sophia's here, then I'm sure she won't mind reading that out for you.
Pass on the message. And Jem will pass on the donation.
Exactly, and I'll pass on the donation, 100%. Right, let's move on to the defence. We're going to start with left centre-back. Is there anyone else other than Rudiger that deserves to start in this final?
It's Rudiger.
It's Rudiger.
Has to be. I mean, I've heard talks about, maybe AC might be back, but listen, big up Lewis, but no way. No way.
Yes, Zach, sorry, mate. Zach's just asked, is the super chats on now? Yes, people, the super chats are available. We are officially monetized. I know we haven't done a show on it yet. I know a lot of people do 1K shows. We've not had the chance to do that, but we will do. But yes, we are monetized. The super chat sign is below in the chat box as well for you guys. Yeah, I'm going to say Rudiger as well. I don't see any other option. There's no need for that. I think he's been so good since he's been asked to play there, and he's actually come out. He's actually become the Rudiger that we thought he was. Does that make sense? Like from who we signed and that. So moving into the middle is pretty easy, isn't it? Is there going to be anyone else than the Monstro himself, Thiago Silva, for this final? Mm-hmm. He must want to win a Champions League so bad, you know that, because he's been at history. He's utterly kept failing. Last season, he got to the final. He had to get blimmin' runners-up medal. Like, he must be pissed right now. Do you know what I mean? It's got to be Thiago Silva. You guys agree? Anyone else gets a shout? There we go. Let us know in the chat as well, guys. We've got Matthew saying Rudiger, Silva, and Christensen would be centre-backs. We are going to move on to the next player now. I trust Tuchel.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Matthew's part of the AC hive for sure.
Matthew is a part of the ACI. Old man Silver is washed. He's not fast. Gabriel is levels above him. There you go. That's from an Arsenal fan, people. Yeah, if you want to know, by the way, that is an Arsenal fan commenting about our defence, like as if they've got a right to do that.
Josh, you're a mid-table club. You're actually a legitimate mid-table club now.
Who do you think? What's he going to do? Because this is the most interesting bit of the defence for me. Because you've seen Reece James play there quite a lot, and he seems to favour Reece James there with Aspie playing right wing back. But also Christensen's fit as well. So what would we do, and what do we think Tuchel's going to do? I'd really want to know, because I would probably prefer to have Aspie there in this final. I think experience is important, and I think Aspie should just be playing at the back. I think Aspie, Silva, and Rudiger is experience galore. But what do you guys think?
I would put Aspie as a right wing back. Then you could have
You
right centre back.
I'm actually not for this Aspie as a right wing back anymore. I feel like it kind of ran its course. I thought we were only doing it for the Leicester game, and after the Villa game, I was just like, yeah, no. I think for the final, let's just switch Reece and Aspie back to where they were, because if it wasn't broke before, so if it ain't broke, why try and fix it? I feel like maybe they tried to change that around purely because of Jamie Vardy. If that was tactical, then yeah. But this is a different position now. I feel like why not go for what's been working best for us in this competition in that position, and that is Reece James in that sense in that back three position. Oh, sorry, that is Azpilicueta in that back three, and Reece
yeah. I was going to say
wing back. Sorry, yeah.
I agree with Lambs. I think Aspie needs to go back in his position. I don't see why he was moved in the first place or even tested to be played as a right wing back. People use the Real Madrid game as a reason why he's been used in that position, but for me personally, I prefer to see Aspie in there with Thiago Silva and Rudy. But a lot of people would say that the reason Reece James is playing there is maybe his Sterling and his pace. But I don't think Aspie's ever had problems with playing against Sterling in that position, to be honest. And he can have Reece James at right wing back covering for him anyway and helping him out. So I'm going to say Aspie. Lambs is saying Aspie. Fata, you're saying Reece. Yes. So
I said Krusty and Aspie as a right wing back.
Fuck Krusty. Lewis, if Krusty's in there, I hope he don't play. But joking. Right wing back. Fata, you said Aspie. It can't be Aspie now. What would you do? Is it Reece James? It's got to be a Reece James, isn't it?
Not many choices, isn't it? Reece James, isn't it?
Quite an easy place, isn't it? Some people have got their positions.
We need that minerals, that future stars rising card of Reece James, that 91 pace. Woo! Saucy card.
Yeah. There's nearly 40 of you here.
It turns it on though, to be honest. And obviously in the left, I think there's no debate. We only really have one left wing back or left back, which is Ben Chilwell. So
I agree with you, Talia. I think you're right as well. I think when you play him in that position, it just does not work whatsoever. I know, and Tommy, I know, I see it, mate. You did go for pace. I saw that. I did see that. Rudy Silva Aspie is 100% what he's saying there as well. And then Josh is saying, look at that back three. It's so slow. City will feast. And I don't, you say that, but they don't play. Who are they playing that's got pace other than Sterling? Because Kevin De Bruyne's not massively quick. Mahrez is not massively quick. Like, they haven't got pace, speedy merchants around the pitch. Guerrero's older.
They've not been able to handle this formation. They've not really been able to handle these plays in the two games that we have played them. And yeah, people will say, oh, they were rotating this, that. Hey, we were rotating as well. We were rotating too. But at the end of the day, you can't put City's disrespect for us down to taken away from our performance and what we did, because we did outplay them. We actually dominated them. We are one of the few teams that can sit here this season and say that in the games in which we've already faced City, okay, we'll take away the loss under Lampard because we were absolutely terrible there, and yeah, we deserved to get turnover. But under Tuchel, the defensive the improved ability defensive wise is clear for all to see. Nobody can deny that. So if this is a system that works and it's not broken, don't try and...
I agree with you. I agree with you 101%. If Mendy plays for City, James all day long. I don't know what it means by that, Undertaker. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Let's try and get to 50 likes, people. Yeah, we're at 40 already, which we appreciate. We've done it.
I think he means Benjamin Mendy, like
oh, okay, cool. We're nearly at 50. Well, we're at 40 already, which we've done in half hour, which is amazing. Appreciate that massively. Let's try and get 50 likes. Big up to you as well, Almighty Blue, as well. Yeah, look, I agree. Let's go to the other side, which is here. I think, again, it answers the question, doesn't it? I'm just going to write his name in. I don't see Alonso getting in. I don't see any of them getting in. It's Chilwell. Chilwell owns that position.
He was the best player against Villa on the pitch. Yeah. He looked like the only one that was actually trying to get forward and make things happen. Everybody else looked like they didn't care, looked like they had checked out. So he was the best out of the baddest bunch against Villa. For me, he wasn't so great when Tuchel first took over. And I was a bit worried thinking, oh, did we make a mistake? But fair play to him. He has grown into that role. He's come to own it. And I'm really impressed with Ben Chilwell. Probably one of our most consistent players in recent games, I have to say.
I agree. And I don't think there's any other player that would come in on that. And then it gets to the middle. Obviously, we know Kante's travelled. He's there.
Yeah, let's put Kante. My vote is for Kante. I don't even want to discuss the other one.
All right. One of them, I mean, Fata, do you agree as well? Kante has to come in?
I'll take Kante. Jorginho Kante all day.
He's going Jorginho Kante. Who are you going with, Lambs?
I want to see Kovacic and Kante, but I know he's going to go for Jorginho and Kante. I know. No matter what, Jorginho is going to be there.
Do you think?
He's going to be there.
Have you seen the last game, Kovacic, though? He saw ratty, innit?
I saw, but what I also saw from Kovacic against Leicester, does everyone remember our last home game in the Premier League against Leicester? He come on for Kante, obviously come off injured. And I actually thought he ran his socks off. Yeah, he gave away the ball that gave Iheanacho the goal in the end. But apart from that, he actually impressed me. I thought, this is the hunger that I've been missing from Kovacic, that I've been wanting to see for a really long time. And to be fair, he was terrible against Villa, but he wasn't the only one that was terrible. About 10 of those players were terrible against Villa. I get onto him too tough. But Jorginho has been consistently so inconsistent, basically.
What about this from Mona? She says, is it crazy to play all three midfielders and drop Mount? Mount looks too tired and he may be ineffective.
It will never happen, Mona. It will never happen, Mona. Never happen. And also, if he gets Mount is one of those undroppable people at the moment, to be honest. So if Chelsea put up a starting lineup without Mount being in there, and the reason for it being that he's not injured, if there's any other reason apart from injury, then the press, the fans, everyone will have a field day. They'll never hear the end of it, honestly.
Thank you, Hassan. That's nice of you, mate. I appreciate that. Big up, good evening, Josh. Yeah, good evening, Josh, and good evening to any Manchester United fans in the chat right now. Good evening. I hope you've had a lovely sleep last night. You must have slept like babies. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, look, I think it's going to be a Jorginho Kante pivot. I think he will do that. It worked the last time they played them as well. Kovacic gives us energy, but I just don't know. I just think you can't drop Kante. And if Kante's fit, Kante's made for these games. And half-fit Kante is better than anything. I don't care. I'm sorry. Like he's just that. He's irreplaceable in my eyes. He's just irreplaceable. You need energy. You need players that are going to be able to get around the pitch, shut the balls down, intercept when City are playing them quick balls in. He's the perfect man for it. And it helps Jorginho as well, because with Jorginho's legs, as we know, he struggles. Once the ball's around him, he struggles. And with N'Golo Kante around him,
it's when he loses the ball, he's the slowest one to recover. He's the slowest one to react, and that's always a problem because he tends to lose the ball in critical positions. Do you see against Villa where he lost the ball and McGinn pounced? Yeah. That worries me.
It is, and that is worrying. Arsenal fans celebrating Villarreal win, shameless.
Very shameless, considering he's the one that knocked you man out as well. So be quiet.
There's nearly 50 of you here. Please help us get to 50 likes, people. Share on all your socials as well. We appreciate it massively here. This is our current, without our front three, our current, what we believe should start against Man City in the Champions League final. We're going to go on to front three, which is literally going to be like guess who, pretty much, because everyone could have their own opinions. I want to know, viewers, I want to know your front three. Tell us, who would be your front three that you would start against Man City? And give me, don't just tell me, just give me, tell me why as well. Tell us why. Why would you play these three? And what do you think it is that they can bring in the final? Because let's be serious. None of the three that are going to be playing have any experience in a final of a UEFA Champions League whatsoever. Ziyech is the closest to it because he got to a semis. Other than that, these guys, this is a big job. I mean, Lambs, who would be your front three?
Personally, I don't want to see Pulisic. I'm really tired of Pulisic at this point. It has to be, Mason Mount is going to be in there for sure. The man is undroppable. So that's what, that has to be there for sure. The other two, I'm going for Kai Havertz, literally false nine, and I'm going for Timo on the left, just behind as well.
And Timo Werner is what Lambs is saying.
No matter what, I know the man is born offside. I know he's missing sitters left, right, and centre, but he offers us something that a lot of our attacking players just simply don't at the moment. So.
Yeah, I hear that. What are you saying, Fata?
Turbo Timo, isn't it? So, yeah, I'm kind of echo what Lam said. Man City gonna play a high line. It's no brainer. Like we're gonna have to, like if they're gonna play a high line, we're gonna have to expose their weaknesses, which is defense. That's why Timo Werner plays needed big time.
Man, of course, is what Talal saying. I mean, that's my front three as well. I ain't going to change that. I think Werner will start because I think it's the same as. I think he's one of them players that just is undroppable for Tuchel, and I get it. Why? It gives us movement. It gives us, the thing with Timo Werner. All right, he's not banging in the goals and he's not putting it in the back of the net, but he's important to how we play, especially under Tuchel, because without him this season, it's been very rare when he hasn't been playing. But a good example was the Arsenal game at home. When he wasn't on that pitch, we lacked movement, we lacked aggressiveness, we lacked that eye to run into behind. And that's something that you need to do. With Havertz, he will do that. With Werner, he will do that. You have them interchanging, you have them dragging players left, right, and centre. And it will work. I think it will honestly work. And I think if we're going to win this game, that's the front three I would start. I don't want to see Pulisic. I don't think Pulisic deserves to be in the starting lineup, especially with recent performances.
I would prefer Pulisic as an impact player from the bench. I think when he came on against Leicester, he's the one that looked lively. All of those front three. That's why I prefer him. Like just come off the bench and then make an impact sub. Maybe if the game goes like south, if the game does go south like for 70th minute like.
Jam, stop it, man. Why does Tammy deserve to play? Tell me. Why does Tammy deserve to play in this game? I need to know this. If there is any Tammy lovers there, lovers, give us a reason why Tammy Abraham should start. Harry says, please beat Man City. We will try, my bro. I know you're a United fan. Good evening to you. Definite good evening to you. Big up to Huncho as well, who's in the chat. Huncho, the link will be in the chat very soon. You can come in, have your say, get involved. I'm going to drop it in the next couple of minutes. So make sure you stay tuned to GNA TV. Let's get to 50 likes as well, people. Hit that like button, smash it. And if you're new here, please subscribe. If you're new here, please subscribe. Yeah. And also, just to let you all know, we are monetized. Yes, we are. The super chat icon is available in the live chat as well, massively. So, yes. Look, we're gonna do match predictions. Match predictions, scoreline, starting with Lambs. Lambs, who are you going for in this game? And can Chelsea do it?
Yeah, of course we can do it. We're definitely the underdogs. There's no doubt about it. But we can't deny how clinical City are, and they don't even have an out-and-out striker, which is something that we've obviously been struggling with. And even now, just talking about it now, like Jem, since you brought up those stats at the end of that, during the end of the season stream, I've not been able to get some of them out of my head because it's actually shocking. And it just shows how bad we are in terms of finishing our chances. Yeah. And in a final, in a big fight, you're not going to get many chances. So you need to take them. So again, I don't see many goals in this game. I think if we win, it's going to extra time. Like we win a 2-1 in extra time. Otherwise, it's going to penalties, I think. And then I won't be able to watch.
Yeah, exactly. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. The link is in the chat, yeah? So if anyone wants to come in, get involved, give us their thoughts on the game, it's there. You know what to do. Come and join us. It's in the chat. Tancho is saying Tammy should be there helping the luggage to the hotel. That is true.
He probably is. Did you ask Fatou his score prediction?
Yes, Fatou. What are you saying, bro? Tell us.
Can't lie. I'm a bit scared about the score. Yeah, like at one point, if you look at what happened yesterday, for example, yeah, I feel like it's gonna go the same thing. My heart said that, but my head says like, you know what? Let's go for it. Like 2-0 win. Like I don't care if you put a 100% or maybe like a 99.9% performance. Just give everything you've got. I'll go for 2-0. My client to score both.
2-0 and Fatah's client to score both. People, you heard it here. You did hear it here. So look, I'm going to go with a 2-0 Chelsea. I'm going to go with a Werner and Mason Mount goal. I think the thing with Chelsea, right, I think we can... The one thing Tuchel's done very well is we can defend. We can defend. We don't leak goals. The only thing that we haven't improved on, and this ain't even just with Tuchel, this happened with Lampard as well, is our clinicalness. It's being able to put the ball in the back of the net. So we will get chances, and I know we will get chances. And it's only going to fall down to if Chelsea can take them chances. If we take them chances in the game and we put them in the back of the net, I have all the confidence in the world that we can hold out against this Man City team and defend.
And
well enough to stop them.
Please stay on side. Just stay on side.
You can tell me though.
Tell your client to stay on sides, please.
We've got a Man City fan that's coming in. Epic Nin is in the house. It's good to always have a bit of rivalry in the house. Epic Nin, How are you feeling, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm just chilling and excited for that final, man. We're bringing it home, baby, to Manchester.
What makes you think you are bringing it home?
For me, right, though you deservedly won the last two games, a final's it's a different game. It's a different ball game, and it's a one-off game. And plus, we haven't played our best 11 against you lot. So I'm intrigued to see how we do against you with your best 11 as well. And also you've been dipping form as well. So I don't know how confident you're going to be in that final. That also gave me a bit of confidence, but I'm not. I don't count you out. You're still a very dangerous.
Well, you shouldn't do because we've beaten you twice already. Do you? Look, I'm going to ask you this question, Epic Nin. Do you feel like Pep's slightly overcomplicated it against Chelsea and tried to sort of do different things that he shouldn't have done, and he should have just played to his strengths? And do you think he'll do the same again, or do you expect him?
For me, I don't know. Maybe maybe I'm just putting to the pinch of salt. Maybe we're trying to see what he could do in the final, trying to experiment things that he might try and do in the final, or if it was going to work or not. But unfortunately, it didn't work. So I think he's going back to the way he usually do in the season. Yeah. So until then, we'll see, man. We'll see.
And who worries you? Looking at that team, right? That's the lineup that we believe Chelsea are hopefully going to play. Is there any players there that worry you going into this game?
In particular, for me, is your defense is worrying because how good your defense. The thing is, right? If you guys score the first goal, it's curtain for us because the way you defend as a team is incredible, actually, on the two especially, and it's very, very hard to break down. We've seen it against you lot twice. Actually, you scored first. The other day, except the exception of the second match, you scored against it twice. But for me, your defense is worrying. But your attack, it's not that great. Let's be honest. It's not that great. But
it isn't. But at the same time, obviously, I know you guys have been a little bit more clinical than us. We struggle to put the ball in the back of the net, and we've said this countless of times. Me and Lambs on a player rating show. It's something that we struggle massively to do. But Man City, do you think Aguero deserves an opportunity in this game? I mean, he's not won this trophy, and I know Pep seems to want to play with his false nine for him. But you don't think this is set up for Sergio Aguero?
Look, for me, right, I love Aguero, man. he's done so much for the Premier League and for City, man. But for me, I don't want to put though I love it with him. I don't want to put sentiment into his final. It's such a big moment for our club's history this Saturday, and unfortunately at this time of season you need a lot of rhythm, and rhythm is key at the part of the season, and Aguero doesn't have that rhythm at the minute, and I just want to put our best 11 that has been working all season and not changing stuff. That we played against PSG with our best 11, it worked. We played our best 11 against Mönchengladbach, it worked, and we also beat Dortmund with our best 11, and it worked. So I don't want to change it now just because it's the final and the sentiment, and I don't do that.
As a Man City fan, what would you do with the lineup? I mean, who would be your 1 to 11?
My 1 to 11. All right. So obviously, goalkeeper would be Ederson. Yep. Right back would be Walker, and Ruben Diaz and Stones partnership, and then left back Zinchenko. Cancelo for the few last month have been very poor actually, and at midfield I would like to have I don't know, Fernandinho or Rodri or Fernandinho in that CDM. I'm not quite sure. Either one would be good anyway. And then both the eights would be, I think, KDB and Gundogan. Or maybe KDB or Gundogan interchange into false 9. Then right wing, we'll have we have Mahrez, the Algerian prince, repping me.
Algerian.
Yeah, the Algerian prince, man. Come on, man. He's so underrated. He's so underrated. And then left wing, I think Phil Foden, and then probably I wouldn't be surprised if you see Bernardo in false 9.
There you go. All right, Bernardo said, "Why would you?" I mean, I would play KDB as a false 9 and maybe
it doesn't really make a difference because he can just go
too.
Yeah. So during the match, they can always interchange, so the midfield is like Gundogan can play false 9, KDB can play false 9. And there's just like they can just swap around during the match. Which is so good, which is so great about the team.
Yeah, I hear that. Simply Best is all right. It's all about the channel. The growth of this channel is an exciting prospect. Excellent energy, banter, and great vibes. Good for one's mental health. Yeah, and look, I am going to be doing another mental health show very soon. Actually, I think it's important that we continue to keep supporting each other, especially now we're growing as a community. And yeah, I just want to make sure that everyone is well. And if there's anyone that needs to speak, then they can have that opportunity to come on and get involved. We will be doing that. Me and Lance talk about it at some point and try and make that happen again, because that was definitely a big thing that we done on here, and I'd like to continue doing that. But yeah, Epic Nin, I mean, if you're going to win this, do you think you're going to absolutely whitewash us, or do you think it's going to be
No, it won't be an easy task. Look, like I said before, it's not going to be an easy task. Though I'm confident about this, we'll win this. Because it seems that our players are focused, 100% focused in that final, and we have a bit of momentum on our side as well, unlike you guys. But I also think that Tuchel will get them ready really well for that final. So it'll be a very difficult match. So I reckon it'll be a 2-1 win to us.
Yeah. Jamzinho joined us as well. Chelsea fan. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm not allowing this Jorginho slander, I'm not allowing it, bro, because Jorginho is our most integral player, man. And if he goes, people realize how crucial he is in terms of
why. Explain why.
Because he's a midfield metronome. He attracts the press in order to play out, man.
Listen, Jamzinho, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not the biggest Jorginho fan, as everyone knows this anyway. Yeah, I've never been a big Jorginho fan. But he has been very good this season under Tuchel. The only thing with Jorginho is, and I don't want to go and make it a Jorginho chat, but he's very limited. Yeah, and what I question him with him is he a system player? I mean, is this system really protecting him? Because once this formation gets found out, and it will at some point next season, yeah, Tuchel will have to switch it. He will have to switch that formation. We'll have to go from a back 3 to a back 4, or whatever we're going to do, and then the midfield will have to change. So, That's my only thing with him. And you know he hasn't got the pace. You know that he can get done on a turn. You know he's not tracking back. He's already twice in games given us games.
So, me question.
I know,
Lambs. I know. Listen.
Slow to recover. Do we need to go on? Do we actually?
I know, but
Man has been here for 3 years, and you're out here defending him. Yeah, under two. This is the best version of Jorginho I've seen, and guess what? It's still not good enough. After 3 years, it's
okay. So what do you expect of him then? What do you expect?
Listen. Unlike
you, I have standards for my club. Yeah, I want to see my team lift titles. Yeah, lift trophies. Premier League winners, yeah. To do that, you need consistency. Jorginho is consistently inconsistent. Okay, get the fraud out of my club.
The same Jorginho that won Europa League, and most of the team never won a trophy.
He didn't win the Europa League. Eden Hazard won us the Europa League. How dare you give credit to Jorginho for that?
So he wasn't playing. He wasn't playing.
He came into the squad and took us from first to third place. Are you dumb? Are you actually?
No, so he wasn't playing.
Never forget 4-0 against Bournemouth, bro. It was him. It was him.
Okay, so why? Okay, you can say Jorginho is rubbish in that. Why do you display him? Okay, you could. Why is scapegoating him? It's the attack as well. The attack was shocking. The attack was shocking than Jorginho.
Listen, Jam.
The amount of times the attack had.
You already anchored. Lambs enough.
I'm done, man.
Let me say my piece.
This Jorginho slander, bro. I ain't allowing this, man. Literally, man.
An emotional attachment to him, bro. That's why.
No, I don't want him to.
Why did you DM him?
Wait.
Wait, listen. Right, for me, let me ask a question.
Jorginho,
Epic Meme, you can go after me, but 1 second. Let me just say what I've got to say, right? I have no issue with Jorginho being in our squad. I'm not like he has to go, right? He could be a squad player and he can rotate in a midfield.
But not a starter. I get you.
My issue with Jorginho is I just don't think he consistently can help us win a title playing 38 games a season and being
consistently. He will consistently never win us a title. Never. If he's in our squad,
look up return.
as our starting midfield pivot, and you want to win a Premier League title, keep dreaming.
Yeah, but that's why we're looking at players like Tchouaméni and Declan Rice. It's because we can all understand that Jorginho isn't the answer. So, like we just have to hope and pray for the final because
watch when we win the Champions League though. Keep the same energy when we win the Champions League.
It doesn't matter, but won the Champions League.
Okay, if we win the Champions League, if we win it, it's not going to be down to just Jorginho, okay? So I will keep the same energy.
And what you also have to remember is Fernando Torres is widely regarded as one of our biggest flops at our club. He's one of the main reasons we have a Champions League final. Champions League. Not even final, Champions League.
We should be throwing bad energy in right now. Listen, we should all be coming together and stop worrying about player agendas and look at it as this. We're going into a final, right? We need to turn up to that final. It doesn't matter if Jorginho's playing, if whoever's playing, we have to back them and we have to push for this. We can't be sitting there going, oh, I don't like this. Oh, you're talking about him.
You would have paid for a penalty. You would have paid for a penalty if he scores.
Yeah, fine. If he scores a penalty, fine. But the penalty, listen. That's the only way Jorginho scores anyway.
I don't care who wins us here. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't.
As long as we win it, I don't care.
Jams, you're missing the point. My point is not Jorginho. If Jorginho scores a goal and it wins us the Champions League, wicked. Thank you, Jorginho. You've managed to do that.
It's like Werner scoring a hat trick in the final. It's good, yeah, but we still need a striker. Come on.
I have a specific problem. Let's say if Jorginho plays and we lose the Champions League final. Most of the Chelsea fans will scapegoat Jorginho instead of the attack or the defense.
I'll give you the answer.
Against Leicester.
Okay, and that's fair.
Please, 1 second. I'll give you an answer to why people criticise Jorginho. All right, you ready? Yeah. When Jorginho is good, he's very good. You know, he doesn't get a foot wrong. He keeps the ball moving. He gets stuck in. Yeah, and it looks good on the eye. And I agree. He's had very good games under Tuchel. Problem with Jorginho is when he's poor, he's fucking shit. Yeah, we lose games because of Jorginho. Yeah, no, it's not. It doesn't go from there to there. It goes from there to fucking there. You know, the Arsenal game's an example. The Aston Villa game where he gave a penalty away when he decided to do a forwards tackle in the box. That's just little things that annoying. That's annoying.
No,
it's conclusionless games. That when we can't score a goal as it is, do you know what I mean? Like,
it's not even just that. It's not just that. Like with Jorginho, when Jorginho has a good game, we normally win, and when Jorginho has a bad game, we normally lose. And that's because he dictates the game. So whenever he has a bad game, it's more noticeable than other players, and that's why. Like Kante runs a lot, but I think there was a game where Jorginho covered more areas of the pitch than Kante. But it's because you see Kante more. Kante's more obvious. That's the thing.
Jorginho does that once in every 3 months. That's why.
No, but
do you remember the stats you pulled up at the end of the season? Yeah, Kante's been injured, and compared to the amount of minutes him and Jorginho played in that position, and look at the tackles that Kante made compared to Jorginho.
But Lambs, that's unfair. Jorginho is an attacker. Jorginho is an attacker.
If you're playing as a CDM, I don't care how many times you're holding the ball or you're 89.
But Lambs, there's different types.
To have an 89% pass accuracy, if you're making your sideways 5-yard passes, bro, what the fuck? Not good enough. It's not good enough. Please, it really frustrates me when people actually try and defend this guy, because I gave him 3 years. I gave him 3 years before I come out with my whole chest and feelings and emotions to tell people how I really feel about him, because I've been patient and I can't be anymore. I can't be.
Who's Jorginho is crap? 1 second. Who's Jorginho is crap? You're on mute. He's gone as well. He's done a runner.
He just wanted you to read out his name. That's what
Yeah.
I was right. All right. I was trying to talk. Lambs ranted about Jorginho.
Go on, Epic.
Well, I know you three have an agenda against Jorginho.
I don't have an agenda.
Okay. You dislike that. Let me change the words.
I don't have any agenda.
You dislike. You think he's not as good as people make out to be. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
For me, from an outside perspective, I think he's a good player in a particular system. True, and I think he does run multiple systems. But question is, right? Do you think once your system is found out next season, which always happens in every team when a working system always happens like that? Okay, do you think the more likelihood of happening, you go to a back four with 3 midfielders in it, right? Do you think you will get exposed? Remove your blindness. Remove your biasness against them.
The reason that we are looking at centre backs and a DM is exactly to go to a back four. We do not trust Jorginho, and we do not trust our centre back. Don't let this record fool you. Don't let this record fool you. This defensive record. Honestly, we do not trust them, and that's why we're looking at the people.
It's not about Tuchel trusting Jorginho. It's not about Tuchel trusting Jorginho. Jorginho can play as 8 if he wants. He can play as an 8, and he can dictate the game.
It's not about that. It's about
he did that under Lampard.
No, but we need consistency. We need consistency.
He needs consistency, and he also needs to be protected by someone like a Kante.
And we also need leaders in this team as well. Like Jorginho's our vice captain. Deep it. No, just think about it for like 2 seconds. Jorginho is our vice captain.
But put in perspective, though, Jorginho in the first half of the season with Lampard, rubbish Lampard, okay, and then Lampard. He didn't play. Okay, that's fair, all right. But then he plays with Tuchel, he transforms how you play this season, and Jorginho's
best.
I think calling him one-dimensional is harsh, because I think he can pass with 2 feet, and he's very technical with it, and he keeps the tempo, which is very important.
Jorginho's a player that needs a Kovacic or Kante next to him to do running, because and to be able to
Kovacic, but Kovacic doesn't press. He has
So now you've just confirmed to me that you don't watch us, because over the past few games.
No, I didn't say that.
Past few games that Kovacic has played, he's been getting a lot more tackles and he's been getting stuck in. He's actually a very good presser. and he's very press resistant as well, and a good passer.
I get that. Yes, I know he's press resistant, but I haven't seen him a lot doing these type of stuff, right? But for me, I don't put him down as like Lambs or other people like her who put her down like that.
Let Fatou speak.
Yeah, Fatou, what are we saying?
I was going to say like Kante makes Jorginho look so much better.
Yeah, I hear that.
Because he has someone with energy next to him.
Yeah, he is.
But to say that Jorginho is useless and to say that
that's an overstatement.
Most of the big games.
Look, I think the way people should name he's not as good as people are making out to be. He's not a terrible player. He's a very good player. He's not world classy, but he's a very good player that in a very good system. I don't think you should go over the line and call him rubbish.
Rodri and Jorginho are more or less similar players in terms of the way they play.
No, they're not. Because shall I tell you why? Shall I tell you why? Because like, okay, in a way they are. Okay, I'll give you
exactly
that.
So similar.
Wait. In a way, just that passing, but that's it. Rodri.
The passing is important in your team, though. A CFC beast. Passing is very important.
Passing is important in your team, but there's sometimes where Chelsea are chasing a game or we need to goal. Like let's say for example Arsenal. Yeah, we're 1-0 down. We need the goal. Yeah, obviously Jorginho's just made that mistake. Yada. Yeah, and he's like passing around the back with no urgency. That's I think that's one of the problems that people have with him.
Yeah, I hear that. I do hear that. We have got Ryan and we've got Carefree Lewis in the house. How you doing?
I just came here to witness the agenda firsthand.
Exactly, bro. This is the agenda, bro. This is the agenda against Jorginho, man. I'm not allowing this, bro.
Typical Gem and his pooey agendas back again.
Exactly, bro.
Listen, I haven't once sat here and I keep saying to you guys,
Jorginho is the only player with
sources in the line.
Can people just understand criticism? Like,
are you not allowed to criticize players?
Yeah, exactly. Can we not
you're allowed to criticize? Okay, come. You're allowed to criticize players, but please do not scapegoat him. Do not scapegoat him because
have we scapegoated him?
Against Aston Villa, I've seen everyone going for his neck.
Yeah, but if you see me on socials, I never talked about Jorginho.
And no one's talking about the attackers. No one's talking about the chance that Werner had.
Oh my days! Jams. Every person that I've listened to about that Aston Villa game, there wasn't a single person that didn't mention the attack.
Exactly.
Honestly, people were attacking Mason Mount more than Jorginho that day. I'm not even joking.
No.
Honestly,
people
the only time Jorginho gets criticised is when he concedes us a game, like he did against Arsenal, and like that silly penalty that me and Lewis watched on his channel.
I don't think against Arsenal, I don't think it was at fault. I think it was
Arsenal that won his fault. That was Kurt Zuma.
It's people like you that make others.
Zuma, that's your man's.
He's the one that made that pass. You cannot condone.
Right, but who put him in that position where he was having Arsenal players around? It literally does matter.
Lewis.
No, Lewis, it doesn't because he made that pass without looking up.
Yeah, Lewis, you should look up. Lewis, you should look up. He should look up. No matter what, he should look up.
He should not have received the ball. It should have been. He's smart on the ball, bro. You're gonna blame Jorginho for not being smart on the ball. Blame Kurt Zuma for putting him in the position in the first place.
Kurt Zuma when he makes mistakes, and when Jorginho makes one, they want to defend it.
Bro, because Kurt Zuma's mistakes put him in the mistake. His mistake.
Guys, Jorginho made that pass that then led
to this protecting Jorginho has gone too far. It's gone too far. Okay, Lewis,
guys, can we not?
Let me explain. Let me explain.
Ziyech is finished, yeah. He's been here for a season. I admit he's shit, yeah. But we're still defending Jorginho after 3 years. Where are your standards, people? Where are your standards?
Okay,
Yeah.
wait. Let me just say. Let me talk.
God, what do you want?
Okay, so basically, you see that Zuma did put Jorginho in a bad situation to an extent. He should have passed to Chilwell, and I do agree with that. But at the end of the day, I don't care what anyone says. He should have looked up. He's done a Werner there. Look up when you're passing, because that wouldn't have happened if Jorginho looked up. Yes,
Can I
Zuma.
push it?
Yes,
How can you look up if you're under pressure? How?
He's not under. He could have taken a touch, and if Jorginho is at least as half decent as you man rate him to be, he should be able to have that confidence to look up and be able to pass properly.
Can I just say, if that was N'Golo Kante that didn't look up and made that pass, you would have the same fucking energy. It's common sense. You look up when you pass the ball. It's not hard. It's a basic thing that you learn when you play football. So if someone doesn't do it
Right, but you got my man Kurt Zuma who looked up for numerous seconds and still made the wrong pass. So
you man just protect Jorginho because he smiles all the time.
Silly. I know.
You man just scapegoat Jorginho.
You man just scapegoat Jorginho. That's what I'm trying to say.
We're not scapegoat. We're just telling you.
How we
telling you that he's not as
good.
good.
I can admit that Arsenal game he had a poor match.
Italian features. That's what it is. That's all it is. It's not good enough.
But like nobody's saying that he should leave.
It's okay. It makes sense now. You fancy.
Anyway, we need to get back to the Champions League. Yeah? We haven't come here to talk about Jorginho. I know Jamzinho's probably got that name because of Jorginho. Anyway, so it shows that.
No.
Anyway,
can I say one thing, right?
Go on.
I don't know why you guys debating like we lost the final. It's literally before the final. Let's talk about.
We never lost the final. I'm just saying. This Jorginho slander has to stop, man. Because that's
exactly my
point. No one's been talking about Jorginho. We've been talking about the game.
Buckham before a final, man.
Yeah, but Jams. That's how Lambs feels, and like what you have to remember is when the player's been at this club for 3 years, and they're having the same reoccurring problem. Tension is gonna build between fans, and they're gonna like some fans are just gonna lose it. Now we have Ziyech, and we've had Ziyech for a year now, and you've seen the slander that Ziyech's been getting. If Ziyech has 3 years of this same season, is way worse than Jorginho. Way worse. We saw the slander that Morata got after 1 season. What Jorginho is getting is not really that much compared to other players. There's some players that never got protected by our fan base.
Right, take a look at Jorginho's Instagram after games we lose, and then come back to me.
Oh, Lewis, just stop it. Right, stop it. We're going to talk about the Champions League final. We will have a Jorginho debate because it's just, I don't know why it occurs. When I talk about Jorginho, I don't even absolutely slander the guy. I just talk facts about him and everyone just gets the ump. That's all I'm saying.
Somehow, every stream we have to talk about this guy. Somehow.
Yeah,
Jams, you came on here and said, and started bringing up a Jorginho thing. And we weren't even talking about Jorginho. We were talking about the Champions League.
Let's just move on. Let's dead it.
Let's move on. I want to get Ryan. Ryan's there as well. Ryan, how you doing, bro? You alright?
Yeah, not too bad. How you doing?
Not bad, bro. Not bad. What's your thoughts going into the Champions League final? And who would be your starting 11 as well? Would it be sort of what we've done there? Would you change anything?
No, I don't think so. I think Tuchel might play Aspie at right wing back though. Yeah. And I'm not sure whether he'll put James at right centre back because I know Christensen hasn't played in a month, so that's a bit. I don't know if you, as well as Christensen with the nerves. I don't know if you want to throw him in a Champions League final. You know, he's a bit of a nervy guy.
I didn't see no nerves in both legs against Real Madrid, didn't it?
Yeah, but that's different. This is our biggest game.
It's not even
really because a month ago was this man can't play at second leg because of nerves.
Christensen is coming back from injury. We can't be risking that in the Champions League final.
That I hear. That I do hear. That's the fact.
And Tuchel wouldn't do that, would he? He wouldn't make a big risk like that in a Champions League final. You know?
He might do. If Aspie plays right wing back, I think Christensen plays right centre back.
He'll wait till 100 minutes in extra time, then put him on, innit? Like Oli did.
Yeah.
I'd take off Havertz and play Ziyech.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, Lewis, what would you do this lineup, Lewis? Would you change much about it, or?
I'd move Aspie to right wing back, put Christensen right centre back, and other than that, I'm happy.
That's why I said, Lewis.
You have to get him in there, didn't you? You just can't. You can't. Like,
no, but Lewis.
I want the same 11 that played the second leg against Madrid.
But Lewis. Just understand here that Christensen is can be very rusty. Will be very rusty because he's coming back from an injury.
How do you spell the Krusty's name? Is it Krusty? It's right, Krusty.
No, you can't even spell our players' names. Have some shame.
Well, nah, I can't. Look, there you go. Look, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Both are legends of the game, but come on.
You spell his name as Maldini, man.
It's coming up, man. Can't find him. Sorry.
Wait, Lewis, can I just ask? Yeah, out of all of the players to do a hive on, why Christensen? Explain.
Because he was getting hella disrespected at the start of the season for no reason.
And even though he's from the academy as well. He's from the academy and he's getting bare criticism.
What was that?
He's from the academy. He got criticised by Terry. Now everyone's slandering him. Now look at him now.
Yeah, and John Terry was wrong as well, which was the maddest thing.
He just decides to pull Mane's shorts down when he runs through, and as
Mane deserved it.
But anyway, we move anyway.
Should have done a Pepe.
Wayne, how you doing, bro? You alright?
Yes, Wayne.
What are you saying?
Well, I've got some news for you guys, that's for sure.
Go on, tell us.
Well, I don't know if you know, I knew about Lukaku deal way before it got announced, and he's coming to Chelsea. I broke some news earlier about Gehi. He's going to get a chance next year in the first team.
Okay.
And the breaking news for you guys is that we're winning the Champions League on Saturday.
Inshallah.
Is anyone actually worried? I mean, like, I feel like we haven't got.
No, I'm not worried. As long as we have Jorginho in the team, I'm not worried.
Jem, right? I don't know if you remember.
Since Monday, I've been my pants have been pooping.
I haven't. I'm been fine.
Right.
To be honest.
Can I ask a question?
I've been pooping my pants every day. I'm getting scared every day.
I feel sorry for Lewis. He has to go to Porto. If we don't win that, man, I swear. Oh my
No,
God.
we will. Can I just say something quickly? Right, 2012. Yeah, this reminds me of that season because we're in the final, and we're playing a team who's on form. We played Bayern Munich at Bayern Munich. We got told we'd never win that game because we weren't good enough, and we had two defenders pass on the fitness test on that day. Because we had no defenders playing, and we had no left winger, so we had to put Bertrand in. No one gave us a chance to win. And we're playing against Man City. Again, no one's giving us a chance to win because Man City's been in better form, playing better football. And we haven't got no one's got faith in us. And it reminds me of 2012. And we won then, so why can't we win this one?
But Wayne, what you have to remember is that it's hard to just switch form on. Like you can't just turn it up like a knob.
We won then.
Like it's hard.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I do. Look, the thing is, right, before we move forward, thank you for giving us 61 likes. Massive thank you. There's still over 50 of you here. Please smash it. And please, if you're new here, please subscribe to GNA TV as well. We are monetized. Yes, we are. Our first stream where we're monetized as well. So thank you very much for helping us get there as well. So super chats are available. But yeah, I get that. But you know what? I feel like Chelsea play. I prefer Chelsea when they're underdogs. I've always preferred Chelsea when they're underdogs. I feel like pressure doesn't work for Chelsea. When we know that we need a win, when we know that we need to do something, we always seem to they just seem to let us down. And I feel like when they're not expected to win this, and let's be serious, Man City are the favourites and they're expected to beat Chelsea in this final. And I think the pressure will be on them. I think that might mentally affect them on the pitch. We'll have to see. But I think, we can go there. We can just have a crack at it. We've beaten them twice already and just see what happens, man. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I see it. But
and that was going to go to my point. I've literally said before, whenever we're the underdogs, we always win. I would say the last three finals, including the Leicester game that we were favourites, both Arsenal and Leicester, right? We were favourites to win it and we've just crumbled.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I would say though, if we lose it and we've already lost 2 cup finals, I want to know what happened to these players mentally.
Oh, no.
Roman's
gonna ask him. Roman's gonna, because Roman will be there, and he will be sparring.
It just shows you how much we need experienced players in the summer.
We do.
It just shows you.
Well, I think in these kind of finals, you play your experience, and that's why I said Aspie, if you're going to play him, you play him in his position that he's been playing before Tuchel decided to be clever. You know, so switch him into a right wing back, which for me just doesn't work. I want to see Reece James there. I think me and Lewis, again, we said it when we was on the chat. Reece James there is, I don't get what people see in it. Like, it doesn't work. He can't play out from the back, can he, Lewis, whatsoever?
I think it's just because
he's been a bit shaky on that still.
Yeah.
Julius, thank you for the donation, bro. I'm not confident for the Champions League final at all. I feel we will have bottlers in. We've shown it so far. We do show that we've got bottlers. I don't say bottlers, but maybe a mentality issue, because a lot of the players on that pitch, other than Thiago Silva, Aspie, and maybe even Kante, have actually won things or know how to win things. Everyone else, maybe Ziyech as well, because he's done it in the Dutch league, but everyone else is a big if and but, and that might be why we lose the game on Saturday. Let's be serious. It might just be a mentality thing. It might be if we go behind and they get the first goal, have we got the balls to get it back? I don't think so.
I know that if we lose on Saturday, you're coming for Jorginho. I know he's going to be
gone. Can we drop this Jorginho stuff? Because in day, let's be honest, for the last month, he's been awful. As one of our best, he has been awful, and it's full stop. No one can defend him.
last 3 games.
Wayne, people are still trying to defend him. They're still trying.
Defend the club, do not defend the players. Can I just say something? The players that we have at our club do not deserve to be defended. Why? Because they're no Lampard, they're no Terry, and they're no Blimmin' Drogba. They haven't, in my eyes, they're not really done anything to really not be able to be criticised. They're not they're not of that level. So for me, we should be allowed to criticise players that potentially could become good, but at the moment are not there yet. So at the end of the day, it's just allow it. Do you know what I mean?
Apart from N'Golo Kante, because the man has won us a Premier League title, he's won Europa League trophy with us. He's a World Cup winner. He's the only one that's proven himself. So, but the rest of it,
and Christensen.
Can I ask a question? Who thinks Pulisic should start tomorrow?
Oh, Lewis, man.
No one.
Who thinks Pulisic?
He shouldn't be on the field. He shouldn't be on the field.
I think he has a good shout, though. I think he has a good shout.
Nah, man, he should not play.
He's the one
player. Maybe come off the bench, but
Huncho, before you go, bro, let me just read this super chat. Chelsea about to shock the world this Saturday. Big TT masterclass. He's bringing City back down to earth. Chelsea 2, City 0 is what Ryan is going for on that one. But yeah, Huncho, no Callum Hudson-Odoi. We're getting rid of him soon, and Chelsea have got a Champions League final. How are you feeling?
Listen, I'm feeling quite confident. After the United loss, I'm feeling good. Spirits are high, but I know when we go into that pitch, there's a lot of work to do. I believe we have the defense to stop Man City, but then again, if we do concede the one goal, I don't know if we have enough to go up there and get another one, man. I don't know, man.
We don't have a strong mentality.
The players are weak. That's the problem. The players are weak. The attack is poor. It's poor, man.
Huncho, I want to ask you a question, actually.
We have to score first. It's a must. We have.
Huncho, what would you do with that? Would you change anything there? Looking at that lineup.
You know what to do, Huncho.
You know what it is, yeah. Take Mason Mount out and put Hakim Andreas Ziyech.
Christensen.
Hakim Ziyech. You know what, yeah. I'm gonna be fair to Ziyech. I criticize him a lot. He has.
This guy's reckless today. This guy's reckless.
Johnny!
Listen, Mason Mount, he ain't performed well in the final, man.
Listen, Huncho, are you not gonna touch the right wing back? Are you not gonna touch that?
Come on, man. I'll be a bit realistic, man. Like Reece James, he shouldn't be starting.
Yes! PCR test negative. Let's go.
Let's go. Lewis is on his way. Well done to him.
Look at Lewis Gas, man. Christensen ain't playing, man. That guy, that
I'm
bum's gonna be
watching
watching,
AC
man.
lift up old Big Ears on Saturday, and no one can take it away from me. Let's fucking have it, boy!
Oh, Lewis.
Hey, Lewis, where's my ticket, bro?
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Aye, come down to Porto, innit?
You're gonna have to send me the funds quick,
Lewis,
though.
can't sell the tickets
might
at the moment,
not.
can they?
I need to get a quick PCR test, some quick rapid test. You get me?
Is it still? Hey, Lewis, I heard there's tickets. They're struggling to sell tickets out there at the moment. Anyway, the Chelsea side. That's from what I've heard.
No, the package has been sold out.
Yeah, because Roman isn't allowed in England, so he can't PayPal us. You get me? That's why.
You know what it is against City? I don't think they'll be able to press us as well as they do to other teams, man. I feel like Jorginho's going to be key in that game. I don't feel like we should play Kovacic at all, man. Kovacic should sit on the bench because the way he gets out of presses is dribbling. But the way Man City middle, that will just be so... It will be easier for them to get him off the ball, if that makes sense.
Man City are going to dominate.
I don't think they'll dominate, to be fair.
Yeah, Julius has just sent a super chat in. Thank you again, bro, for that. He's saying Ziyech has an eye for a goal against City, but I think Mount is invincible. So he's disagreeing with Hancho on that comment as well.
I think City might come in this cocky as well, because after seeing Pep smoking and saying, I'm confident in my team.
Talk about Julius. Julius, you're hearing, yeah, at the moment.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Tammy Abraham is Lukaku.
One second, boys. One second. How you doing, Julius?
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad, bro. Not bad. How are you feeling about the final, mate? How are you feeling about it overall?
I'm not confident at all. I don't know. I feel we're gonna lose. I'm preparing myself mentally from now, but it's Pep Guardiola's trophy to lose, because if he tries to overthink it like he usually does, we may have a chance. You know, Chelsea has been weak when facing low block teams, so it's gonna be interesting how Pep is gonna approach this game. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not gonna actually dominate. He might sit back and hit us in counters. We have to see.
It's going to be really interesting. I'll see some people saying get Tammy on the pitch. Tammy, like we said, like Huncho said in earlier, actually, he'll be carrying the bags. That's about it. That's as close as he's getting to the blimmin' Chelsea.
No. You know what he's gonna do, right? If we win the Champions League, he's gonna go take his top off and just celebrate with him. He's just gonna be the right.
No. We just need to tell Lampard he can come back, but as a player, no manager. just quick 1 day loan. Quick 1 day loan.
What worries you guys as, you know, looking at Man City? Is there anything that worries you with them? We know they're a good team. We know that they can hurt anyone in a day. But is there any individuals in the team that you worry about coming up against?
Yeah,
everyone.
Diaz.
I'm worried about refs more than the City players.
Okay.
No. The ref that they got hates Man City apparently. So I don't know.
You know what is? I trust Jorginho, man. That guy. I believe in him, man. I believe he's gonna be key in our win, man.
He's been dropping stinkers the last month, so I don't know why.
I think what might hurt us is their interchanging forwards. Like all of their forwards are fluid, and we can't have one marker, because both can start on the left, and then you see him out in the midfield, and then right.
All I'm going to say, right? They go on. Sorry, finish.
No, it's cool.
No, finish your fine then.
Alright, cool. You know what it is, yeah. When I look at our centre backs, even the defense as a whole, man, I see Antonio Rudiger has been one of the best centre backs pretty much in the world, man. Thiago Silva, he's world class. he can do a shift there, man. Like I look at what City's gonna bring, and I'm not scared. I feel like we've done it to other attacks, like Real Madrid, Atletico. Like I'm not worried about Man City, man.
And I was gonna say about the whole Jorginho, like dropping stinkers and stuff, right? We've seen Leicester; they were on a bad form, but in the final, form goes out the window. It's just like whichever team turns up.
It is
on the night.
It is.
It's a one-off game.
Jorginho drops a stinker. That's our team.
But look, do you know what?
What do you mean Jorginho dropping a stinker, man? Is this not the same guy?
If you're Muslim, Sikh, Christian, pray. Please pray. Pray for us.
Listen, we all need to come together. At the end of the day, whoever the 11 players that play, we need them to put in the performance. And look, I agree. I think Jorginho, it's not just Jorginho. It's the front three. It's the defence. It's not as much the defence, but I'd say the front three and maybe Jorginho midfield. It's a flick of a coin. It's just how they turn up on the day. Literally, like I hope they turn up and they play like they did. Chelsea play like they did against Atletico Madrid. Mark my words, we will beat Man City. I'm telling you now, if we have that similar performance that we had against Atletico Madrid, we will beat them.
You know,
I just want to say, right, quickly before the whole thing, right, the guy who said Jorginho will drop stickers, right, I want you to keep the same energy if we win it. I want to keep I want to see the same energy.
Of the same energy. But you didn't let me finish my point. I'm saying Jorginho is essential to our system, right? If he drops a stinker, the whole system, the whole team will have a stinker.
Yeah, it will discombobulate the system.
Yeah,
you know
and that's
I
not
don't understand
saying
this
Jorginho is a
Jorginho
bad
disrespect sometimes.
Tell
man.
him again,
Like the guy has been quality for so long, man. Like against Real Madrid, against Atletico, nobody was saying this, but because of a couple games here and there, that haven't really cost us in the long run. Like people are criticizing him so much.
He's too inconsistent.
Mason Mount's too consistent. Mason Mount's too consistent.
I think
he's played Diego.
But Mason Mount is 22.
Let me tell you why.
Jorginho is
It's because he's
29
not
in his prime
6
of his
foot
career.
and he's not built like a fridge in that midfield, man. That's why people want Rice, because that whole image of being a big destroyer.
I don't want Rice.
No. But if you want to switch to a 4 at the back, you cannot play Jorginho.
You can. You can.
You can. Still can play.
It's such a myth because Sarri played 4 at the back.
I'm not gonna lie.
Lampard played 4 at the back.
We literally did it under Sarri, and Jorginho was one of the highest performing players.
I just don't think it'll work.
Literally, if you have a good team, if your team is built well, then you'll be all right.
I'm getting 6-0 vibes. I'm getting 6-0.
6-0 Chelsea from 08. Love to see it. Let's go.
Man said, sorry, no 6-0. You won't see me
can I just
nowhere.
say, I don't want Werner starting.
Really? I don't want Werner starting.
Wait.
You see the way this guy switched his camera on?
Let him explain. Let him explain.
I've never seen him switch it on so quick, Lewis.
I'm joking. I don't mind Werner starting.
That smile's hiding something. He's fuming.
Explain. Wayne, why?
I've got to explain, because look, it's not against him, not being able. It's just, I just don't think with his form at the moment that it'd be wise for him to start. I'd rather have a front three of Havertz, Mount, and Ziyech, because I think Werner be better off the bench later on in the game to stretch the defence if we need the goal.
Wait, Wayne, should I tell you why that doesn't work?
Werner don't start.
Because Havertz, Ziyech, and Mount all drift out to the right. Like we did that against Leeds, and I don't know if you remember, but how we have played Havertz, Ziyech, and we played Mount. The whole time we were just bombarding that right wing. Nobody was on the left. Chilwell started playing left wing. It was mad, and we couldn't score. Like there's no, like I get Werner is like it's scary because he misses a lot of chances, but he gives defenders something to think about. That's one thing in our team that we don't have right now, apart from Mount, I guess you could say.
Wayne, you know what it is? Timo Werner he's pretty much on the pitch to be a distraction. Like the guy, he's useless in everywhere apart from running at players, man. Like I know he's not good enough, and I agree with you, but I just believe for this game and from what he's shown against Man City, like when he's making those forward runs, players like Ruben Diaz have to track him down, and then it opens up more space for Kai Havertz.
Guys, I just want to say before we move forward, Prime, happy birthday, bro! It's your birthday today, so I want to say
happy
big
birthday,
up to you.
my G.
Happy birthday!
I should have said on the stream earlier. Fuck's sake.
I'd rather not. Thank you, but I don't. Yeah, thank you, but no.
Well, you're one of those guys that don't like their birthday, Prime.
I don't like my birthday.
He prefers not to speak.
Celebrating.
No, I don't. It's just I guess how I've been raised, but not the. Thank you though, but no.
Fair enough. Let's talk about the game on Saturday. Worried about City in any way, and what are you expecting?
Worried? No. I'm expecting a tough, tight game. We're going to miss some chances, yes. I expect them to miss some as well. nerves will kick in for them. I think the more the game goes on at 0-0, maybe the stage will get to them. I think Pep is going to try and experiment. Or not experiment. Pep's going to overthink it somehow. And not tweak something. I think we'll win it. Either 2-1 in normal time, or we'll go to penalties and we'll win.
Brian, looking at that lineup that I've put there, would you change anything about it?
Whoever said Kepa, you're a disgrace.
What? No. What? No Mason Mount.
Oh no,
Mason Mount.
That was Huncho.
No Mason Mount.
No Mason Mount. But I'm going to put him back in. I'm assuming you want Mason Mount.
I understand from a tactical perspective why you'd want him, but when I watch Mason Mount, like this is not the type of game for him. I see it all over, man. If you don't have the quality, the consistency in the final third, I'm not even saying Ziyech has it, but Ziyech has more of that than Mason Mount.
He's lazy.
If you have that,
he doesn't.
He walks around.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
The stats don't back that up at all.
Stats won't back it up because Mason Mount has played more games in more advanced positions. Please, like, don't bring numbers. When Hakim Ziyech has played against Man City, in a front two with Timo Werner, he's shown more. Mason Mount, if he plays, he'll drop a stinker. I guarantee if he plays, he'll drop a stinker.
Why has Thomas Tuchel played Mason Mount more than Ziyech this season?
Because Mason Mount brings something, like I've just said, tactically, it makes sense to play him. Someone who can drop in, help out the pivot more. Because he offers more protection to the pivot. Like, it makes sense tactically. But for this game, we need more quality in the final third. That's what we need, man.
And he brings the most quality.
No, he doesn't. Mason Mount doesn't bring any more quality than anyone, man.
You go look at the stats of Mason Mount this season.
You tell me stats, but I tell you he has, 3 open play assists in his Chelsea career? So please, don't tell me stats. Please, the guy has played like 80, 70 games.
It's not just that. Like Mount, like Ziyech doesn't press and he looks lazy, and that's one of the things that Tuchel. That's one of the things that
has he looked like that against Man City in the FA Cup of the Premier League? No, he hasn't. So I'm telling you, this is the game to play Ziyech. There's no way he shouldn't play this game.
I don't think he should play. I don't think
it doesn't make any sense not to play
Champions League final. It's ridiculous. To say that sentence, like, there's no way you don't play your Player of the Year in a Champions League final.
Bro.
There's no way.
It doesn't, bro. It doesn't mean he should play being our Player of the Year. Player of the Year when Jorginho is our top goal scorer. Please.
Yeah, but
let's say that, man. Let's say that, man.
That goes across everyone.
I did not hear GNA for Kovacic last season, but okay.
Listen, Mason Mount offers protection to the pivot. We don't need that against Man City. We need more quality in the final third. That's what we need. Mason Mount.
I think against Man City I think in a Champions League final we need to be tactical. It's all well and good saying you want to be more clinical, but if you're not worried about how you're not worried about how the game's going to go, and you're just like, just forgo a player who's going to do a job for us tactically. If we end up getting beat, what's going to be your excuse then?
If we end up getting beat, we weren't the better team on the day. It's as simple as that. Like, there's nothing to hide from it. Like, Man City are one of the best teams.
And you're going to forego playing a guy that can help us be one of our tactical players.
Mason Mount, it doesn't make sense to play him. That's the problem.
Mason Mount.
So then you say tactically it makes sense.
No. It's just like...
And this is going to be a tactical battle.
This is not in terms of what we have right now.
I'm telling you right now, if he plays, this is not his game.
Okay. Well, it is what it is. It's up to Tuchel.
He can have his 3, 4, 5 chances a game to have that final ball. Bro, he doesn't have it. Hakim Ziyech will bring more quality and will actually finish a chance.
That's not true.
It is true.
That's not true. Werner, how many chances has Werner missed that Mason has played?
He has 3 open goal assists in 2 seasons.
Yeah, but that's not his fault. That's what I'm trying to say.
Neymar, our attack couldn't finish shit.
Hakim Ziyech
last year we had Tammy Abraham. Everyone rates. Last year we had Tammy Abraham.
Guys, can I ask you?
Everyone rated for the first half of the season. Second half of the season, he was the
I was going to say that.
Whole of 2020, robbing Reece James of assists. I didn't forget about that.
But at the end of the day, let's go slag off players before final. Allow you, man.
We weren't the one doing that. I came in hearing that there was 40 minutes of Jorginho slander.
No, it wasn't.
Jorginho should never get slandered.
One second. Lewis, you always come in when there's blimmin' slander. We was talking the whole time about the Champions League final. Jamzinho comes in and goes, I am not having any Jorginho slander out of the blue. I don't know what the fuck was going on. Like, literally, it was just
Jorginho, he deserves so much.
I might have heard something differently in it, but I was told stuff.
Jorginho is integral to this.
Who is the idiot in this call?
Go on, Amiros is here anyway. Yes, Amiros, what are you saying, bro?
I'm very well. I was watching your stream and I was hearing some idiot again talking rubbish about our best player.
Bro, man said idiot. First of all, watch how you're talking. Second of all, if you're gonna come in, actually make a point. Actually make a point. Exactly. Be direct,
name names.
Man.
You're coming on with chess.
None of this. I came on and there was some idiot, bro. Say who you're talking to, fam.
Name
names. I have no idea who I'm talking to.
You have no idea.
You know what's funny, right? You know what's funny? Amiros woke up to chose violence today, man.
Amiros, what is it you want to say, bro? Go on.
A couple of you muppets that are talking about talk whoever or whatever. You've got players as your pictures, like a 13-year-old kid. I just find it bizarre that you insult and ask for our best player not to play in the final. I just don't understand it. I think it's weird.
Bro, first of all,
the guy has an opinion. Allow it. Just allow.
Like this guy's coming and he's talking rubbish, man. You haven't made 1 point. All you've talked about is what players people rep and just what sort of nonsense, man.
I don't
Get out
rep
of my
any
face,
players,
man.
mate. I just support the team. And you're
you can
bitching
support
about
a team.
players
I support a team. We all support a team. So you've come in waffled, and what have you achieved? Nothing. Get out of my face.
Mate,
What are you
you've got
waffling about?
literally a player as your picture, like some
Alright, cool.
13-year-old girl.
So what's your point? So what is your point?
What's my point? Why on earth would you not play our best player in our biggest game?
So what does that have to do with who's my Avi? Please. What does that have to do?
I just think it's weird, mate. I think it's creepy.
You can
I
say
think
it's
people like
weird,
you.
but where's the correlation?
Keep your opinions to yourself.
You've come in and you've just waffled, man.
Keep your opinions to yourself, man.
Obviously,
Waffled about what? You're a
Amiros is
grown
saying,
adult and you've got another grown adult as your picture.
Am I a grown adult? Bro, you don't even know who I am, first of all.
Do you
Am
think
I
I
a grown
care?
adult, man? Well, I don't care if you care, bro.
Boys, I want to get back to football. Yeah,
Bro, have your beef later, man.
I was a man just come and started waffling, man.
Yeah, I want to talk about
what am I waffling about?
Amiros, you came in, you're going to challenge him.
Bro, why are you getting so butthurt that I'm talking about Mason Mount? Is he your boyfriend, man? Is he your boyfriend? Please.
Anyway,
our best player.
That doesn't mean you have to suck him off every time, man. If someone says he shouldn't play, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, you're talking about sucking people off whilst you've got another bloke.
I've brought actual reasons. You just come in and waffle.
That's Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Please.
Yeah, I know. It's very bizarre, isn't it, for a grown adult? I don't think I know any of my
Amiros, what's your thoughts
thoughts
on the Champions League, mate? Anyway, how are you feeling about the whole thing? Are you confident, or what would you do?
No, I was watching, obviously, and I was just a bit stunned that mate, can someone explain to me what, and this isn't a dig at any of you lot, and fair play, you may have thought I came in hot, but why do people not rate Mason Mount? Jem, I was saying this to you last year because one of my friends played with him at Derby, and he said he was the best player he's ever trained with, and he was at City for about 18 years. I don't understand it. If someone can tell me genuinely without putting up, stats, or do people not see that he pretty much every game is our best player?
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
One second. Before you go, let me just say something about Mason Mount, right? And I think it's not just Mason Mount. It's happened to a number of our players. What the issue is, right? Mason Mount's not the finished article. He doesn't deserve to be the finished article yet because he's a young player. He's still got areas that he needs to improve on in his game. It's very clear and evident that in front of goal he sometimes snatches, and when he should take his time and maybe pull it in the back of there. All these little things are little criticisms that are allowed of players because why? Because he's young and he's got time to become the player that he potentially may come when he gets to his prime. But people should be allowed to criticize. I think criticism and slander are two different words, yeah? You can criticize someone because you think, yeah, he's had a good season, but I still think he could have done this, and this. Yeah, when someone comes in and just says he's shit, that's slander. I get that.
Jem, can I ask you a question?
Jem, you know what it is. You know what it is. For me, this play of the season is overrated. In a season where Jorginho is our top goal scorer. Bro, let me finish. Bro, let me finish. In a season where Jorginho is our top goal scorer, Mason Mount has played most of his games in a more advanced position where he's playing in the front.
Let me ask you.
And under Lampard, he's played as a box to box. Bro,
let me ask you
Jorginho
though,
has more goals than him, and they're probably on the same amount of assists.
Who has missed the most chances, the big chances?
Bro, don't tell me about other players.
No. Just answer the question. Answer the question.
I'm talking about him as a player.
Because you're using Jorginho to compare Mason Mount. I don't understand.
Wait, I hope you guys understand. Yeah, like I get Werner has missed chances, and like that's a criticism, but it's not like Werner's the only one that misses chances in our team. Like allow it. Like,
mate,
like
the guy that's got
there's some chances.
Mount wasn't bought for 50.
There's some chances.
Why am I so jealous, bro?
Mount should be scoring some chances.
I don't know why you
just sound really jealous
for no reason, bro.
Because on God,
I won't have it, bro. I won't have it. Like you've just come in and you started.
Emiros,
like
why you
even knows who you are, man. Like
why you getting involved?
What are you waffling about?
Why are you getting so rattled?
I'm not rattled, man. This is how I speak.
Listen, boys, we're on the same team here. We've got a Champions League final Saturday.
Yeah, but Jem,
man.
This guy's making fun of people. This guy's making fun of people's
That's what he's on, man. That's what he's on.
Yeah,
this guy's
anyway,
coming and started waffling.
Can I say something?
Go on, Prime. Let's let Prime talk, people.
I sound like a what?
Prime, go on.
That's what I like, man. Don't talk. Shut up, man. You're nothing, man. How are you coming on the football stream and giving advice?
Jam is right. We're 2 days away from it.
No, I'm not angry. This is how I normally speak.
Guys,
You're waffler.
Guys.
We're 2 days away from.
Verbal, man. Respect yourself.
Huncho.
You're waffling now. You're waffling now.
He's embarrassed himself, man.
Hey, put a bit of Miros in back room. Allow.
He's embarrassed himself, man.
Leave
What a howler.
Stop it for a second. I'm trying to listen to Prime talk, and everyone's just arguing. Prime.
We're 2 days away from a Champions League final, and you guys on here and people on the timeline, you're letting your paleo favoritisms or agendas of players get in your way, and you're arguing about what? In reality, no, you can't. Let me finish, please. In reality, we're all fans and we all have our opinions, and that is fine. But in reality, Tuchel's in charge, and who he picks in the final, whether he picks Mount or not, or Jorginho or not, or etc., it doesn't really matter. We get behind our team and we support, because at the end of the day, we want to win the Champions League, whether it's a particular player that we like or a particular player that we love or we dislike. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I don't care. For me, I don't like Tammy, but if he comes on and he scores and he wins it for us, I'll be happy and I'll celebrate. And that's how everyone else should be reacting. Let me hold. Silence. Let me finish, please. Let me finish. Because that's what it's all about. It doesn't. Your petty little squabbles is quite redundant at the end of the day.
Listen,
it's just childish.
I know him well.
I know. Again, all of that doesn't matter.
Well, it does, because you're asking me why I'm having such a problem with it, and for someone that I know and someone that is a really
no. I didn't. That's not what I asked. I didn't ask you why you have a problem with it.
You're asking us to have why we're having little spats, and if it was your friend,
I'm not talking about you two. I'm not just talking about you two. I'm talking about in general. That why are we always arguing about players?
I'll tell you why.
We shouldn't be.
Prime, it's very, very easy, mate. Because there's a lot of people on the internet that, for some weird reason, just like the people that have their names as Tuchel, they don't support Chelsea. They support certain people. Like Jem will know this. There's people on Twitter that you will not see at games. They are obsessed.
Twitter is not the best.
If you want to base everything on Twitter, then just hop off the app.
It's clear. It's clear you two didn't understand what I was getting at, so that's fine. You guys can.
Anyway, I want to move on anyway, because we're talking. We're going around circles. Andrew's here as well. There's 71 likes. Thank you very much for doing that.
Who are you talking to, mate?
I'm talking to you, man. 2 seconds. Fucking hell. Stop winding me up now. Please stop it.
He's trying to get in.
We're trying to do what everyone's doing, and you guys are like, these two just going in. Calm down.
Jem, I was trying to support you guys. I was happy that you're doing it, and this cheeky.
You know something I just realised? When Andrew's here.
I know Andrew is here. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Guys,
what you saying, Andrew?
I just realised Andrew's here. Oh my
God. Before we move forward, please smash the like button if you're new to DNA TV. Please subscribe also and help us get to that 1.1k, which we appreciate massively as well. Andrew's with us as well. Andrew, how you doing, my bro?
Fine, mate. Jim. Just some. Obviously, it's Prime's birthday. Happy birthday to Prime.
Yes.
Are you still sure that you want to give all your super chat donations to Prime for his birthday, like you said earlier? In a private chat.
You can have it, mate.
Oh, private chat. Sorry. Oh, sorry. How's everyone doing? Nerves kicking in yet? Mine are not yet. They're kicking a bit tomorrow, I think. Yeah, interesting, man. I'm glad we're the underdogs. I think we're going to play better as underdogs. Yeah, I like it. I think this team is built to be the underdog. They've got the mentality of it. But I'm just glad that Kante and Mendy are both fit. So, looking forward to. So, I'm just looking forward to it, man. Even if we lose, it's not like we're Man United and lost to seventh placed Spanish team.
We lost to Premier League champions. But like, wouldn't it feel better knowing that we beat a team that we weren't expected to beat?
No. Like, that's why I like it as we're underdogs. I like it
when it just feel better, like everyone that's been saying Man City will win, and then we win. It will feel it's not just relief. It will feel like we proved everyone wrong.
Yeah.
Could I ask what your guys' front three would be for Saturday?
Havertz, Mount, Werner.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Havertz, and Werner.
For me,
imagine picking Ziyech over Mason Mount.
Yeah, bro.
Can we not do this? Can we not do this? For me, Pulisic can't play. Pulisic cannot, he physically cannot play. And when Tuchel said Pulisic is better off the bench, over the past few games, I've grown to agree that Pulisic is better off the bench. Because
I'm sorry, but Jem, am I weird to think that it's quite bizarre that someone would not pick our best player in a final and pick a guy?
Yes,
I said he shouldn't play. I'm gonna cry about or something.
Uncho, don't let me
imagine being that
end up spiraling round. I don't want that again. Listen, Amiros, if Huncho thinks Mason Mount doesn't deserve to play in the team and he thinks Ziyech, he can have his opinion, bro. You can challenge.
Yeah, I just want to ask why. That's all I asked.
Yeah, you can challenge it. That's fine. That's not a problem. And vice versa. But listen, Amiros, you know well enough as well, bro. We talk a lot on Twitter anyway. People, especially from our Chelsea group, have all got mixed opinions on our squad. Why? Because we've got so many good youngsters. Tuchel, just to be serious, the players that we've got on the front three,
what did David say last year?
None of them deserve, other than, I would say, Mason Mount. Yeah, that's my opinion. Other than Mason Mount, deserve to be playing in the final. Other than him, Mason Mount.
What did David say?
What about Mendy? Havertz. No, but I'm talking about the front three, boys. I'm talking about the front three. None of them have solidified themselves to be starters. So this is why this is happening. Well, people say no this, no that, him, this, that. Because Tuchel hasn't picked his best fucking three. Do you know what I mean? Like we keep switching.
Jem, you know what it is? This Mason Mount guy is so protected, man. Like any small bit of criticism you try to give him, people just
Johnny's protective of Mason Mount as well, Huncho. You know,
it's not even just Johnny. It's not even just.
I just remember all you guys last year when I was on the terrace saying that when Kai Havertz signed for Chelsea, that Mason Mount would be a bench player, and you all look really stupid right now.
Wait, Amiros. Like, speaking on the terrace, why haven't you been on there recently? No, I'm just asking.
I've had a lot of work to do. I don't know. I get quite anxious coming on these things, to be honest.
No, that's all right.
No, because I'm just asking, because you don't seem kind of anxious right now.
Bro, I protect my guys, innit? If it was someone that you knew, would you not protect them?
You can do that. One set. Anyway, I want to go to Connor. Connor, let me show you something, Connor. Actually, there's no room from all of us that are here. Not one of us has mentioned your key favourite player as starting in this game, and if you look at that, that's the front three that we've all gone for. Werner, Havertz,
no Pulisic,
right?
No Pulisic.
Werner, Havertz, and Mount. Pulisic is not involved in this whatsoever. Do you think he deserves a chance in this team for the final?
So, being my favorite player, I think he needs to come off the bench. I think he'll have a bigger impact.
Thank you, Connor.
Well done, Connor.
And I'm the biggest Pulisic stan, but he has these bits where like he you can't play him into form. He almost has to like piggyback off other people's form. And so when you start him and you like try and force him into this like form versus his prime form in Real Madrid after like coming in for a couple key impact subs and then starting 1 or 2 games and making some good plays. After that, he just got started and rotated and didn't get it. So I think, and also too, I think he'd have more of an impact off the bench against tired legs. Like we get 6 subs altogether, 6 if it goes to extra time, but 5, right? He can be one of the most impactful subs if he comes off the bench.
I 100% agree with that.
This guy knows ball, man.
All
This
I
guy
was
is
saying
out
is-
here, and he just spoke. He's spoken facts.
Connor, you know
facts,
ball.
man.
If you would bring Pulisic on, who would you take off out of the front three?
Oh my God. Oh, who? It just depends. So like, it depends on who. It also depends on Pep's substitutions as well, how he's going to structure his back line. I think that if Werner's missing chances and we want a slow build up with, say for instance, listen, hear me out. You're asking me, right, to predict like a Champions League final. Like you're not asking me to predict your McDonald's order, right? Like this is some serious shit. So trying to like put my mind into it. If for some reason Tuchel decides to go the slow build up, like say we bag a goal and we're ahead, or it's 0-0 and we're trying to build something out of the back, maybe you take off Werner because I think Christian Pulisic has better link-up play than Werner does. But if we have to go with pace and they do a high line, then maybe we take off Havertz. I don't know.
Connor,
that's a hard question.
Connor, for me, if Pulisic comes off the bench, it's Havertz, 100%. Like I think Werner will stay on because it will make sure that Man City can't play a high line. It will make sure that Man City can't dominate. That's one of the things. Like I remember there was a time where we brought off Werner for Giroud. We were playing United. That was it. We were playing United. We brought off Werner for Giroud. Yeah, they started playing the most high line I've ever seen in my life against Tuchel.
Yeah,
they were on the halfway
at the same
line.
time though, if they play a high line, right? Like, or my bad, if you take off Havertz and they go to a low block, Werner's practically useless. So it's like.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good because it keeps them in that low block where we can dominate. Because
they counter really well though. Gundogan, Foden, Zinchenko coming down the wing.
We have the defenders, man.
I know.
But what one false 9 against against 2 centre backs who have been in the best form in Thiago Silva and Rudiger, and then obviously Aspi. It's gonna be hard for them to break us down anyway.
The thing is though, is with that false 9, Havertz doesn't play that like textbook false 9. He plays that like cam. He shows deep. He'll switch with Mount. Maybe Mount will drift in and he'll. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so much flexibility in a front 3, no matter who you choose, that they're not all direct. My opinion about the game is that I think Pep is going to play safe. I think Tuchel is going to have a masterclass tactician game, and it's going to all come down to personal moments of brilliance. Can Conte pick a ball out of the midfield on a counter, and then Werner makes it? You know what I'm saying? It's all going to be little moments of brilliance.
Boys, I actually have some inside information on the game.
Go on.
Oh my days!
Allegedly.
Are you ready to?
Allegedly.
Go on, let him talk, man. Go on.
So, Jem, I'm not sure I even ever spoke to you about this, but where I live, Phil Foden lives about 4 houses down from me. And I mean, that sounds funny, but he does. And my missus, her best friend is Pep Stutt. I mean,
drape a Chelsea flag over his door after we win.
Anyway,
I can't lie, you're waffling, Bez. I can't lie, you're waffling.
Yeah. Okay, cool. You enjoy your crap life wherever that is. But yeah, my missus, her best friend is Pep's daughter, and she was telling me that the only reason that he's still at Man City is due to his son is going into his last year of school next year. So my point was that after next year, Pep will not be staying at Man City. And I think this is a real opportunity. I know United fans look at it the same way. But for Chelsea to do a double, because I don't think that City team does the same as it does now without Pep. Not even close.
I agree with that. I think there's logic in what you said, and to be honest, I think if he doesn't win this Champions League, Amiros, I think that will force him out the door anyway. Do you not think?
No, he's not going. He's 100
no way.
%. I'll put my whole life on it. He's staying at City because his son hasn't ever
As soon as City win that Champions League, he's gone. As soon as City win that Champions League.
Overall, I think
tell
it's
you
both
1,000,000%
ways. I really do. I think it's both
Jim,
ways.
can I say something quickly?
Go on, Wayne.
Because we were talking about front three, and I've been thinking over in my head. The last 2 games we've won, the front three's played, it's been Mount, Werner, Ziyech. Both games. So if we'll be honest, that's going to be the front three on Sunday. Even though I would like Havertz, I would like Havertz to play, but it'd more likely be them 3 playing because that's who he wants against Man City. He believes that's the best front 3.
Yeah.
I mean, did you talk to him on the phone? Like, I don't think anybody really knows like what he's gonna. I don't think anybody's in the mind of
I spoke
Tuchel.
to him last night, Connor, and he said Pulisic is being sold.
You know what it is?
You know Callum Hudson-Odoi is getting sold as well.
Yo, I will say this though. I will say this real quickly.
Man, chill out, man.
I, as a Chelsea fan, right, and I was a Chelsea fan. I've been to Stamford Bridge once in my life. I want to go back. I was a Chelsea fan before Christian Pulisic made his move to BVB, but I have never, in any season of any group of players, seen people hate each other so much for liking different players or for wanting different players to start. The amount of Twitter slander, like what could we do as a fan base if we were all behind the team?
Connor, this is gonna happen when you have a big fan base like ours. It's just naturally gonna happen.
No, I'm talking like people personally coming after me. People that don't know who I am, where I live, what I do.
I'll tell you what it is. All because warriors, man. They're just keyboard warriors.
No, I know that. But I'm just saying,
you see their belly. They probably have chewed fingernails. Probably have bare brown teeth as well. Unbrushed hair. Get me.
Supporting this
you know what it is, yeah.
Just like all the
cheesy
people that wanted
fingers.
Frank out and were tweeting for Frank out.
You know what
in the first Chelsea game, when the fans were back, within 2 minutes, every single person in that ground was chanting his name, and that shows all the little idiots on Twitter that have some weird thing about the greatest player that has ever played for this club. You're all morons, and no one in the ground actually cares about you.
Oh my days. Emiros, lay off it, man.
Wait, let me say 2 things, man. Emiros, when you speak, just waffle. I can't lie, man.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Ancho. Thank you, Ancho.
I heard someone else here. I heard someone else say we're gonna need to take our moments in the game.
Come on, let's all sing together. We're at a
What was waffle about it?
Bro. Enough
Chelsea is our name. So walk with us.
Yo, Jim, last night I was in a Twitter space singing
Man
United.
You shouldn't be calling anyone a clown, man.
Yo, that was Huncho, bro. That shit had me
listen,
dying.
let me say this, yeah. I heard someone say something about moments in the game, yeah.
And
that's exactly what Hakim Ziyech is, man. Hakim Ziyech is a moments player. Like, he's not the most consistent throughout a whole season, but in a game here or there, he'll provide you maybe the goal or the assist, man. That's the type of player he is. Mason Mount shouldn't play, man. He should not play.
I'll leave it out, Ancho. He's playing. I don't want to hear that bollocks. Yeah, he is playing, all right? As much as you say he's not playing, he is playing, mate, all right?
Hey, I will. Hey, listen. I would bet $20 Hakim Ziyech is number 2. Here's my prediction. Pulisic doesn't start. Timo Werner, Havertz, and Mount start, and Hakim Ziyech is the 2nd or 3rd sub between the 76th to 90th minute.
You know what, yeah. I'm not even going to jump out my window if Mason Mount starts, man. I don't care. I just don't believe this is his game.
He's going to score the winner. Money!
Are you one of them people that was really butthurt when the whole crowd is singing Lampard's name?
Emiros.
The crowd can sing Lampard's name now, man. Lampard is at job centre, man. He's looking for
Emiros, lay off it.
I'm just saying you support Chelsea and not liking Frank Lampard.
Bro, it's not about liking Frank Lampard.
You don't like Frank Lampard, the manager, because he was shit.
But I can separate
was he shit?
him as a player and
he was shit as a manager.
Emiros, like, can you just like stop being emotional and just understand that we're just in a better place right now, okay? Stop talking about Lampard, stop talking about past.
Lampard was a bum manager, man. Why are you talking about him?
Super Frank.
Gem is
Super Frankie Lampard, the player.
Listen. With the agendas, right? With everybody that likes their player, with me as a Christian Pulisic fan, I would rather. Hey, Emrose, let me finish. So, as a Christian Pulisic fan, if he doesn't play a single minute and Hakim Ziyech has to score the winning goal for him to put that medal on, I'll take it.
Exactly.
That's what I care about. For him to be in the group, the 26, 27-man group, to be up on the stage and lift the trophy, and he doesn't start, if that's what I have to do, or if that's what I have to go through for us to do that, I'll do it.
At the end of the day, don't be surprised if Tuchel plays a 4 at the back or some weird nonsense. Because we know Tuchel. He's good. Like, there's gonna be a few. There's gonna be a few changes that we don't understand or
these guys don't know Chelsea, Daniel, mate. They haven't got a clue.
You're not proper Chelsea. That's what you ain't. You ain't proper Chelsea. I'm proper Chelsea.
Daniel in it, but
let's have it.
Mason Mount shouldn't start for me, but if he plays and he plays well, I'll give him credit.
Says the guy that's got some academy fucking loser as his picture.
Bro, what are you talking about, man? Man said academy loser. Your boy had to go on loan to Derby, man. Man had to go to the championship with soccer.
Fam, not even Derby, fam. Man's getting slapped up in Eredivisie.
Come on, man. My man had to go to Vitesse, man. Vitesse.
Do you know how much of a moron you make yourself sound when you
Vitesse
talk about
like
Mason Mount being
Vitesse
a good
power
player?
league, man. Vitesse is
power
league.
league for you.
What are you waffling about, man?
All right, can we talk about the game? Let's talk. Hey, let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the game. So here's my question.
Van Lampard's time as manager is gone. It's just gone. Let's not talk. I'm so sick of talking about Van.
Lewis.
Right, mate.
Put everyone backstage for a second.
I was enjoying the beef.
I've got something I want to tell you quickly.
Go on.
Krusty's shit.
Now, see, you couldn't even say that with a straight face. Well, what is this?
This guy,
you had to hold your tongue while you said that.
All of us were backstage just to say that. Wow.
Just to say that.
Put us backstage.
Wow.
You see this guy and his agendas, bro.
Stinking
up left him backstage, man.
Come on, guy, you're pooey
nonsense.
Oh, Connor, sorry,
funny we could put you backstage,
bro, you left me, bro.
Sorry, man.
Backstage for that.
Imagine being that disrespectful about our greatest player.
Oh, sorry.
Bro, so what, man? I
Man,
can make jokes. I can make jokes.
Huncho. I got a for real question. Seriously.
Never been to a game in your bloody life.
We're here to Emrose, chill.
Ask me.
Where do you think Manchester City have to go wrong for us to win? Is it Pep overthinking? Is it closing? Is it Conte in the midfield? Is it our counterattack? What do you think? What does Man City have? Because I don't think we can force them to do anything wrong. What do they have to do wrong?
John Stones.
I believe that if we set up correctly, we'll be able to get that one goal. Maybe a bit later in the game, yeah. We can get that one goal if we play. If we play.
One sec. Let's go. Yo, guys. Yo, Amiros, what are you saying, bro? You said you want me to message you. What's up, bro? What do you need? You good?
Oh, I can't even remember what I was talking about.
Amiros
What was I saying?
Sorry?
Amiros is not good. Amiros.
No, I just want to know what's up, bro. Because I don't hide behind the DP. What's up, man? And if everything good?
Mate, I don't know what I was talking about. Tell me what I was bringing up.
You're talking bollocks as usual.
No problem, man. No problem.
Was this about Pep? Was this about?
I made the joke and you got upset. What's up, bro?
Why am I upset? I'm not upset.
You sure you sound like you're about to cry?
Hey, you man, can we talk about the game?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about someone who's butt hurt.
Oh, he's coming.
You man.
Leave Amiros alone, man. That guy's a waffler.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Yeah, the only way that we win that final is if somebody does that some voodoo. If you man know Nigerian voodoo and stuff like that, yeah, just send me the link in it, please.
Bro, come on, man. Be for real.
I am going. I ain't had a
If we
shout
set up
yet.
correctly, we can beat them.
3 S's. Go have a shout.
I wonder if Callum Hudson-Odoi is going to start.
Bro, he doesn't have to play. I'm a Chelsea fan. That I couldn't
Probably
care
not.
if we win
Lewis
Champions
is
League and he
busy.
doesn't play.
They got him in
what
shot.
are you talking about?
How can you?
Not even, bro. I'm
just
just
Chelsea fan is. How can you judge?
Amiros,
Watching Lewis' best YouTube clips
go
on
to
YouTube. That's what
Frank
he's doing.
Lampard job centre.
yeah, man. Looking forward to seeing what to expect.
Hey, Lewis, what would you do if Krusty actually comes on and we lose the game because he gives a penalty away? What happens then?
What am I gonna do if Christensen comes on and scores the winner?
No,
You might as well
if
mute
we
me,
lose
Jem.
Me and Lewis are gonna go ape shit. That's what we're gonna do.
When Christensen drops that man of the match in the Champions League final, you might as well block me from this channel.
Listen, you better block
Because
me.
the amount
You
of
better
crap I'm
block me
dropping
if
and
he
you will
fucks
all
up.
be
That's what I'm saying. If he
Jem,
fucks up,
we know
you better run.
he's gonna deactivate his Twitter. He's gonna deactivate his Twitter, man.
It's poetic if Christensen scores his first ever goal in the Champions League final.
That's true, Daniel, man.
It has
That's
to
true.
happen, man.
Jorginho and Christensen are going to score the winners. Watch.
Hey, Lewis, Jem wouldn't take a UCL final win if it meant Christensen scoring. That's the sad part.
No, do you know? No, that ain't true. If it
Jem,
meant
would you take
Christensen scoring
Jorginho next
an
season?
actual fucking header, which he can't do, this guy could be next to the goal and he wouldn't score. He's
Bro,
so bad.
Just like Tammy Abraham.
Hey, if you want to talk
Just like Tammy Abraham.
Yeah, just like Tammy. That's what I was about to say. Just like Tammy.
Jem,
He's like
Jorginho
he's a
next
Tammy
season.
off defending.
Jem, you know what the truth is, bro. Whoever scores, fam, we're all celebrating. Mason
Exactly.
Exactly, bro. I'll be pissed out later that point in the pub with Pato and
I'm gonna be watching it with my dad.
Why is he trying to draw me out, man? This guy
Cool,
loves
man,
Mason
cool.
Mount, man. Why are you
Cool,
trying to
man.
draw
Let
anyone out,
it go
man?
on,
Joe,
let it go
do
on.
you know
drawing
what?
you out? I was asking about Jorginho.
I'm not going around in circles that used to, bitching. Right. Anyway,
No,
on that
Jem, I
note.
was talking about Jorginho. I was asking
Oh,
him
go
about
on.
next
What was you
season.
saying? Go on.
So it can go to all you guys as well, to be fair. Next season,
Go on.
I rate Jorginho. I think he's a class player. I just think he needs the right person next to him. I know, Jem, you have your reservations about him, and a lot of Chelsea fans too. I think his elite quality is passing through the lines, and people really underappreciate that. He's so good at it. But next season, what would you guys think for someone next to him?
Emiros, I just have one thing to tell you. Just one word. Sure-Many. Sure-Many. That's literally Sure-Many. That's all I have to say. Because
to be fair, to answer Emiros,
we're linked to so many DMs because we do not trust Jorginho. That's all I have to say.
But to be fair, you know what it is. If we found someone, I've always said this, who has a ball retention ability and can pass between the lines like Jorginho does, but has a physicality and actually can be mobile, that'll be the perfect ideal. But I don't know if Chouameni is a guy because I haven't watched him enough. But
do you know how many teams would improve so much if they
Happy
had
birthday,
Jorginho?
Prime. Happy birthday, man.
People underestimate his qualities a lot. It can be very frustrating, but passing through the lines.
He said happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Prime.
Amiros, do you know what it is with Jorginho? And I'm going to say it one more time before we end the show because it's been over 2 hours, right? I worry that with him, he's for me, I feel like he may be a system player. I feel like if he hasn't got someone that's a bit of a runner next to him that can cover him when, I'll say cover him, but work closely with him in games like a Kante. I don't think a Kovacic and Jorginho is an answer for a full season. Them playing together, us winning the league and relying on them two to be our two main centre midfielders to do that. I just don't feel that. And the lack of consistency that he does have in his game and his level dropping. His level doesn't go from there to there. It goes from there down to there. And
but don't you think his level is based on his defending?
It's been a few games, man. Come on.
He's been pretty poor the last few games, but I haven't been like I criticise all players, but even I haven't been criticising that much recently.
What you man have to understand is we've been wanting a DM for so long. Like if you know like Lewis and like maybe other channels, we've always said that we needed a DM, a Fabregas type player, guy who can like play through the lines.
Fabregas wasn't a DM, mate.
Well, okay, we're not a DM, but just a guy that can pass through the lines, and when a game is when they were playing against a low block, we know that his pass can break it. So I
wait, boys,
know.
would you take Hazard back?
No way.
No. Hell no.
Emotionally, yes. But no, I wouldn't.
God,
Is it hard
back every single day.
That's my emotional attachment there. There you
have
go,
him
right?
back.
It's just maybe.
No.
Eden Hazard.
Like, what you have to
Eden Hazard has done nothing in the last 2 years to warrant.
What you have to remember is if Hazard comes back here and he is dead, that's his Premier League legacy gone. Because recency bias will power over everything. You see Bale, yeah? You see Bale at Tottenham. People forget about the Bale before Real Madrid. They'll just remember this one. That's the truth.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I do hear that. But I do need to stop it there.
Guys, Jem's been trying to shower for 3 hours, you know.
I have. I have. I was on the terrace.
God, it's not smell-o-vision.
He could have done it 30 minutes ago.
Jem, you're gonna do a space.
Yeah, if I have a shower. After I've had a shower, yeah.
Keep saying my name, you little weirdo.
I'll maybe do. Yeah, let me have my shower, and then we'll go and do a space. But listen, I've been streaming since 6 on the Football Terrace on here. Like, it's been mad. It's been a great show, by the way. And let's hope. Listen, look, I probably won't speak to you guys till after the final, and I really do hope that we can all come here with a big smile on our face and be happy about what we've done, or what we've actually achieved.
Big love on the channel.
Hey, also, you man, if we dare lose that final, I'm going on strike for about 15
We just got to take it, boys. But
if we lose the final, you ain't seeing me.
I'm gone. I'm deactivated.
If we lose the final, it's not as bad as Man United. Man United and Arsenal fans can't say shit.
Man United.
Jem, they can't. They can't, but they will. They can't, but they will.
Yeah, they can come. They will come for me. They will come for all of us. They'll come for Lewis.
You know what it is, you're a content creator, so you have to be here, bro.
You're a content creator, so you have to firm it.
I'll be gone, man.
I'm deactivating my Twitter and I'm gone.
Nah, don't do that. Why don't do that? At the end of the day, we've overachieved. Let me just tell you something now to make your minds feel a bit better. We've overachieved to be in a final in the fucking first place, right? And we're playing against the Manchester City, who are supposed to beat us. There's no shame in losing to Man City. You go for Champions League final. Wait a sec, please, with a bunch of players that are not even proven of playing in big games like this anyway. So don't worry about it. This is a game where we just go in there with open mind and just hope that we fucking do it. And that's it.
Yeah, but after we knocked out Real Madrid, I chat the most worst the next day. Like the next day, I was saying that we're gonna win quadruple next season and stuff like that. I'm not taking that, fam. Nah, I'm going.
I've been chatting worse since we beat Atletico first leg.
Prime's not dead. If you want to come to anyone, I'm
not ready to take that, fam.
Like, he's just like, we're going to win. We're going to be.
Listen, I said bring Lewandowski's head on a stake because I know we can beat anyone on our day. Not afraid of anyone.
Hey, Lambs, you said Real Madrid come outside.
I did. Do you know what? Do you know how happy I am to not be eating those words right now?
All right, anyway, I am going to say thank you very much to DNA TV people. It's been a massive, massive show. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And it's our first show being monetized. Thank you, everyone that's donated to the Super Chats today on our first show on this. So, appreciate it. And I want to end on just saying
AC for Ballon d'Or.
Christensen's fucking shit. Let's get out of it.
AC for Ballon d'Or.
Brand new whip, no keys, Get down on